What is going on, everyone? Welcome back into another edition of Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube, where I call play-by-play of March Madness games throughout the tournament. And here we are, Elite 8. The last game of the Elite 8 will be tipping off in around 5 minutes from now. It's the number 1 overall seed, the Duke Blue Devils, taking on the number 2 seed, the Michigan State Spartans. What a game here. Hopefully we'll have in store us, and what a game we just wrapped up between Auburn and Kentucky. That one went into overtime as Auburn got the W in OT, 77-71 against Kentucky. But the winner of this one, Michigan State and Duke, the winner of this game will take on Texas Tech in the Final Four. Let's look at the key players here for the Michigan State Spartans as Cassius Winston, point guard for the Big Ten Player of the Year right here. He has 8 games with 10 or more assists on the season for the Spartans. The leading scorer, averaging 18.9 points per game, which is 4th in the Big Ten for points per game. He ranks 3rd in college basketball right now in assists per game, averaging 7.6 assists per game. How about Mal McQuaid? He had that career high 27 points in the Big Ten title game versus Michigan as he shot the ball from 3-point range. Phenomenal that game. As Matt McQuaid is I think he's like a 43% free throw or 3-point shooter. That ranks 3rd in the Big Ten right now. And Kenny Goins, he has 16 games with 10 or more rebounds on the season. He ranks 4th in the Big Ten Conference in rebounds per game. Going up against Zion and the Duke Blue Devils. Zion has 13 double-doubles this season, 5 games with 30 or more points. As Zion, this is what he ranks in: 5th in the conference in blocks, 3rd in the conference inside the ACC in rebounds, 2nd in the ACC in points scored per game. Shooting the ball, 5th in all college basketball at 69% from the field, and he's also tied for 1st in the ACC in steals per game. Also, RJ Barrett has double-digit points in every single one of his games this season, and Trey Jones is 2nd in the ACC conference in assists per game. For Cam Reddish, I believe he was like a game-time decision, it looked like. So, yeah, Cam Reddish was a game-time decision. Looks like they're sticking with Alex O'Connell in that starting lineup here, number 15, in place of Cam for today's game for the Duke Blue Devils. If you haven't done so already, make sure to hit that like button down below, subscribe, as well as I call play-by-play to college basketball games. This is stream number 2 today out of 2 that I'll do. This is the last stream today. Duke against Michigan State, as here we are. They're getting ready to tip this one off at the half-court circle. Here we go, guys. Michigan State, the 2 seed. Duke, the 1 seed overall in this tournament. And it gets tipped off as Duke gets the ball first to start it off. Trey Jones passes right wing here to RJ Barrett. RJ Barrett passes it to Delorier. He wasn't looking. Turnover. Michigan State slams it down. And that's how this game starts. Kenny Goins in transition right there into the lane. And he slams it down. That is already a turnover by Duke. And points on the board for Michigan State. 2-0 here, guys. 19.5 left to go. Duke will try this again. They have the ball. Have it underneath the basket. RJ. No good. Too strong off the backboard. Rebounded by Michigan State. Michigan State now. Right corner of the 3-point perimeter. Matt McQuaid. Nice shot flick. Oh, he got stuffed, though, by Zion. But his teammate gets the offensive possession, though, back. McQuaid able to gain his feet. Shoots the right wing 3. It gets an air ball. Rebounded here by Duke. O'Connell takes it past the timeline. Passes it top of the key 3. RJ. No good from the outside. Offensive rebound, though, by Delorier. Goes into the hands of Trey Jones, calling up the offense. 18:55 left to go. Duke now with the ball. 2-0 Michigan State. Pass inside, and they got behind the defense in the two-handed jam by Javin Delorier to tie this thing up at 2. 2-2 right now between both of these teams. We have 18:35 left to go in this one. Before halftime, Michigan State shot from the outside, no good. Rebounded by Duke. Duke now, Zion, right wing perimeter. He has the ball. 18:30 left to go. If you're new to my channel, make sure to hit that like button down below, subscribe, as well as I call play-by-play of college basketball games. Zion passes the ball left wing to RJ. RJ, he's guarded by Aaron Henry of Michigan State. Trying to dribble baseline passes, right corner, Alex O'Connell with the ball for Duke. At the right elbow passes, right wing to Trey Jones. Jones now at the free throw circle. Spin move inside. Step back jumper. Trey Jones hits the rim short. Rebounded by Kenny Goins. Michigan State with the ball. They take it past the timeline. Winston passes. Matt McQuaid dribbling baseline. Oh, what a block right there by Zion on the play with 17:59 left to go in the first. But, yeah, I think that's a foul committed by Zion on the play as well. Matt McQuaid for Michigan State trying to dribble baseline. Oh, no, it's Javin Delorier, number 12, who got charged with a block. So that was a shooting foul. McQuaid shooting 2 at the free throw line. If you're just joining us, this game just got started. 2 Michigan State, 2 Duke. And Matt McQuaid at the free throw line to shoot 2. First shot at the free throw line. No good by Matt McQuaid of Michigan State. We have 17:59 left to go before halftime. McQuaid will have another opportunity here. Just missed his first one. He's an 85% free throw shooter on the season. Make sure to bang those like buttons, guys, down below. Subscribe if you're new to my channel as well. Matt McQuaid back at the free throw line. No good. Missed them both. Rebounded by Delorier of Duke. 17:55 left to go. 2-2. The score's even. Duke with the ball. Left wing perimeter. RJ Barrett passes top of the key to Delorier. Delorier passes right wing here. Trey Jones. Trey Jones with the ball, passes top of the key to Zion. Zion try to work inside, floats it back out, left corner to RJ Barrett, stepped on the baseline, turnover by Duke. Oh no, that's Cam Reddish, number 2, who had the ball. So 2 instead of 5. So yeah, that's good for Duke. So Cam Reddish didn't start the game, but he's getting some time. He had that knee problem that he had, like knee tendonitis. So that's why he was on the bench throughout the Virginia Tech game. Didn't play that game. 17.5 left to go. Michigan State with the ball. Shot from outside, no good. Hit the front part of the iron. Rebounded by Duke here. They do a long court pass to RJ. RJ passed it behind his back, and Michigan State gets the ball here. Winston jumper. No good at the left elbow. Offensive rebound, though. Kenny Goins takes it back. Cashes Winston, top of the key 3. No good. Another offensive rebound by Kenny Goins. Winston sets it up again for Michigan State. 17 minutes left to go before halftime. Kenny Goins passes left corner. Matt McQuaid. Matt McQuaid drives. Lays it up and in right there by Matt McQuaid. Michigan State's up 4-2 right now with 16:50 left to go before the half. Zion takes a 3-point shot. No good by Duke from the right corner by Zion Williamson. Rebounded by Michigan State. Michigan State pushing tempo. Cashes Winston. No good. Offensive putback. No good. A second chance. He gets it to fall. Oh, my goodness. Michigan State's owning the offensive boards right now. 6-2 Spartans at the moment. 16:25 left to go before halftime. 4 offensive rebounds so far by Michigan State. Duke with the ball. They take it past the timeline with Trey Jones. Jones looking for somebody to pass it to. He finds Cam Reddish. Catch and shoot. Left elbow. Cam. No good. Zion. Offensive rebound. Putback jam. Oh, man. That was a huge putback by the big boy. He just jumped a tad higher, and he got the offensive board and put that one back down. 6-4 right now, guys. Michigan State with the ball. Top of the key, Aaron Henry feeds it off. Cashes Winston. Knocks it down. Let's see if his foot was on the line. Yes, it was. It was a deep 2. His foot was barely on the line, so no good for the 3-point shot. So they'll take the deep 2, though. 8-4 right now. 15.5 left to go before halftime. Duke with the ball here. RJ Barrett puts it into the hands of Cam Reddish at the free throw circle. Back to RJ, now to Zion. Zion try to go inside to get stripped of the ball. Turnover by Zion. Michigan State tried to get possession. They chucked the ball off Zion's shoe, and the ball goes out of bounds. 8-4 as we head to the first TV timeout of the game with 15:26 left to go in the first half. Going to update you guys with a score right here as Michigan State has the 4-point lead. This is Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. Make sure to hit that like button, guys, down below. Subscribe as well to my channel as well. So right here, we're on a TV commercial break. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to update you guys with what's going on in the box score with the leading scores so far in this one. So we just got started here. Michigan State has 4 players, all with 2 points. Kenny Goins, Xavier Tillman, Matt McQuaid, and Cassius Winston all have 2 points right now for Michigan State. 4 rebounds by Kenny Goins. 2 of them have been offensive. Second chance points have been a key in this one so far for MSU. For Duke, the leading scorers right now, 2 points by Zion, 2 points by Javin Delorier. So those 2 points have gone to both of those guys as far as we go along this game as well. So right now, we're currently on the commercial break. 15:26 left to go when we do get back to action here between Duke and Michigan State. What a game here. Both of these teams haven't been shooting the ball that great to start, though. Duke at 27% from the field. Michigan State at 33% so far in this one from 3-point range. Nobody's hit a 3-point shot so far. 0 for 4 by Michigan State, 0 for 2 by Duke. But it's the rebounds. MSU has the edge on the rebounding category here, 8-6. The Spartans own it so far in this one. For the steals, also Michigan State has 2 steals. Duke, this is the thing right here. Duke has 4 turnovers so far. Michigan State has 0. So that's been the key so far in this one. Make sure to hit those like buttons, guys, if you're new to my channel down below as well. Feel free to subscribe, as I just hit the 100 subscriber mark on Friday in 2 months on YouTube. What I do, I call play-by-play of March Madness games. So here we are. Looks like Gerard Sanders going for MSU in this one. So yeah, I think this game is going to be really, really interesting here. I think it's going to be close throughout with both of these squads. Cam Reddish is back in the lineup for Duke. So interesting to see what happens here. The only team that's beat Duke at full strength with Cam Reddish, Zion Williamson, RJ Barrett, and also Trey Jones. The only team to beat them was back in November with Gonzaga. That was the only team to beat the full-strength Duke team. Oh, thank you so much, Gerard. I appreciate that. That likes my video. So, yeah, thank you guys so much for joining me in here in the chat. We're going to get back to action here with Duke and Michigan State. Feel free to hit that like button if you haven't done so already. Subscribe if you're new to my channel as well. So he's saying Michigan State's going to blow them out. Don't believe the hype with Duke. Interesting there that you say that. Yeah, this is going to be a really interesting game. But Michigan State's got so much better throughout the course of the season. Like Tom Izzo, how he prepares his team. They get week in and week out. They get so much better through every single game this season. So I thought, like, when before the brackets were released, I thought Michigan State could make it definitely to the Final Four, but yeah, they got into Duke's region somehow and have to play in the Elite Eight. But here we are, back to action. Nick Ward banks down a shot and sends it home. 10-4. Michigan State is up by 6. Duke now with the ball, left wing, 3-point perimeter with RJ. RJ dribbles, top of the key, passes right corner here. Trey Jones back to Reddish and back to RJ. RJ dribbling now. One shot made in the last 4 minutes for Duke here. Spin move, Zion, jumper in the lane. Oh, Zion couldn't finish to the cup. Gets his own offensive rebound, though, and he gets fouled from behind, so Zion will go to the free throw line to shoot 2. Going to update you guys with the score here in the chat. Michigan State 10, Duke 4. Zion working on Kenny Goins inside the key. Missed the first shot. Couldn't finish to the hole. Second shot, though, he got his own offensive rebound, and he got fouled on that one. So 14:48 left to go. Zion will shoot 2 here at the free throw line. And he missed the first one. Missed the front rim of that one, just like how he missed it against Central Florida with 13 seconds left. So Zion ranks basically every single statistical category there is, top 5 in the conference, besides free throw shooting percentage and also 3-point shooting percentage and assists as well. 10-5 right now. Zion made it, and Michigan State tried to go the distance, but they got blocked from behind. Oh, no, they got that one. CBS didn't update the score right there, so looking at my chat. So it's 12-5. Interesting. Both of these teams pushing tempo inside. Delorier knocks it down, 12-7. 12-7 right now. Tempo is really being pushed here by Michigan State. They have it. Top of the key with Cassius Winston. Spartans up by 5, 14-15 left to go. 12-7 to score. Winston dribbling right wing perimeter, looking for somebody who's open. With the ball here from Michigan State, back into the hands of Winston. He passes it to Ward for a second. Puts it into the hands of McQuaid. Back to Ward. Nick Ward backing his way inside low post. Spin around. Feeds the ball back outside. Aaron Henry. Left elbow 2. No good. He airballed it. Rebounded by Duke. 13:50 left to go. Duke with the ball. Left wing perimeter. Zion. Zion trying to move inside. Passes right wing to RJ. RJ no good on a 3-point shot. Rebounded by Cassius Winston of the Spartans. Michigan State up 12-7. Winston with a ball, looking for somebody to pass it to. Winston passes left wing perimeter to Matt McQuaid. Matt McQuaid, an automatic catch and shoot shooter against the inside the Big Ten tournament title game against Michigan. He had 27 points, a career high that game. McQuaid passes low post to Nick Ward. Nick Ward backing his way, working on Delorier. Here's Ward, jumper, goes into the hole right there by Nick Ward for 2 more. That bounced around the rim, but he got it to fall. 14-7. Michigan State up by 7 right now. Duke has been accustomed to slow starts. They had one against Virginia Tech in the other game. 7-point lead here. Duke with the ball, left wing, 3-point perimeter. Trey Jones has it. Puts it to the hands of Zion. Zion now dribbling left wing, 3-point perimeter. Tries to take it inside, going left side baseline. Oh, he just slams that down with authority, blowing past Kenny Goins. Oh my goodness. The freak of the athlete. Burns the defender and slams it down. 14-9 to score. Zion with 5 points right now. 2 for 5 from the field. Michigan State with the ball. Winston passes. Right elbow, Nick Ward. And a foul committed by Javin Delorier on a reach-in. Trying to reach back for the ball. Trying to steal it from Nick Ward. So a foul committed by Duke on the play. 14-9 to score. Michigan State up by 5. If you're new to my channel, make sure to hit that like button down below. Subscribe as well as I call play-by-play of March Madness games throughout the rest of the tournament. Here we go, guys. Michigan State will get the inbound here. McQuaid to pass it off, passes it all the way to the backcourt. Ooh, that was almost a backcourt violation, but Nick Ward was able to get to the backcourt before he stepped on the front court. So Michigan State still with the ball, top of the key here for Gabe Brown. He passes it off to Winston. Winston floats up the shot, hits the rim short. Battle for the rebound. Xavier Tillman, offensive board, put back, up and in, off the window, and he scores 16-9. Michigan State up by 7 right now. Duke with the ball with 12 minutes left to go before halftime. Top of the keys, RJ feeds Zion. Zion backing his way, low post, passes right wing 3. Cam Reddish. No good from the outside. Rebounded by Gabe Brown of Michigan State. Bang those like buttons if you haven't done so already, guys. Subscribe to my channel if you're new as well. Michigan State with the ball. Top of the key here with Xavier Tillman. He passes right wing to Matt McQuaid. McQuaid dribbling with the ball. Michigan State's up 16-9. 11:40 left to go before halftime. Left elbow 2 by Matt McQuaid. No good. Battle for the rebound. Trey Jones has it. Duke has the ball now as they take it past the timeline. Duke is down by 7. Michigan State with a lead, 16-9. Zion, 3-point shot, no good from the outside. Offensive rebound. Jones feeds it inside, puts it off the glasses. RJ for 2 more for Duke. 16-11 right now. Let me know in the chat who you guys like in this one. Michigan State or Duke. We have 11:10 left to go before halftime. Updating you guys with the score. I do play-by-play at college basketball games. Michigan State with the ball. Make sure to bang those like buttons down below. Let's get this to 20+ likes. In this game, stolen by Duke. Duke trying to take it inside with Zion. Zion, and he went with an up and down travel. Ball goes back to Michigan State. So Zion right there, spin move inside the key. Traveled with it. Tried to get the shot to send it home. He went with the up and down. So Michigan State will get the ball back on the inbound after this CBS TV timeout. We have 11 minutes even left to go before halftime. This is Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. Make sure to bang those like buttons, guys. Down below, subscribe if you're new to my channel as well. Going to update you guys with the leading scorers here since we're on a commercial break. 5 points leading the way for Duke, Zion Williamson. 4 by Javin Delorier and 2 by RJ Barrett. Zion with 5 points, 4 rebounds, and a steal. For Michigan State, the leading scores look like this. There's a 3-way tie for 4 points leading the way. 4 points, Xavier Tillman. 4 points by Matt McQuaid and 4 by Nick Ward. And then 2 points by Cassius Winston with 2 assists as well. And 2 by Kenny Goins. We'll look to the team stats here. Let's see how both of these teams are doing. Rebounds even at 11 so far for both of these squads. Michigan State building off the last game against LSU where they shot the ball really well from the field, as Michigan State's doing it once again in this one. 42% shooting by the Spartans so far, 33% by Duke. We're currently on a TV timeout. Nobody has hit a 3-point shot so far. Make sure to hit those like buttons down below. Subscribe as well. So we're looking to some of the other team stats here. 5 turnovers by Duke so far. That's what's cost the Blue Devils in the early stages here. 1 turnover by Michigan State. So Duke it's the turnovers that's plagued them throughout the beginning of this game right now for Duke. So we are currently on a TV timeout. Going to get back to action momentarily here. Duke and Michigan State. As we look to those turnovers, Zion has 2 turnovers so far by Duke, 1 turnover by RJ, 1 by Javin Delorier, and another 1 turnover by Cam Reddish. Good to see Cam back out as he had that the knee tendonitis that kept him out from the Virginia Tech game, but he's back here for this one. If you're new to my channel, make sure to hit those like buttons down below. Subscribe as well as I call it play-by-play of March Madness games. Currently on the TV timeout between Michigan State and Duke. When we do get back to action, Michigan State will get the ball back on the inbound, and they have the 16-11 lead with 11 minutes left to go before halftime. Should be a good one throughout the rest of this game. That is for sure. So make sure to stay in here with Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. I call play-by-play the college basketball games. After this game concludes, I'll be back for the Final Four. Auburn against Virginia, and the winner of this one will take on Texas Tech. I'll have both of those streams in the national championship game as well on Monday, April 8th. But here we are, guys, getting ready to go back to action. Michigan State with a bunch of offensive rebounds early in this one. Michigan State with 5 offensive rebounds. Also, Duke has 5 so far. Duke is actually out-rebounding Michigan State at the moment, 11-10. So here we go, guys. Getting ready to go back to action. Michigan State will get the inbounds pass. Elite 8 basketball at its finest with 2 of the elite college basketball programs in the nation. Michigan State with the inbound. They're up by 5, 16-11. Cassius Winston takes the ball past the timeline here for the Spartans. Winston with 10:50 remaining. Passes right wing here. Aaron Henry with the ball. He hands it off. Henry back into the hands of Winston. Winston, top of the key here. Dribbling right side of that three-point perimeter. Winston passes top of the key. Kenny Goins back to the left wing here with Aaron Henry. Henry looking for somebody to pass it to for Michigan State. 16-11. Spartans up by 5. Henry dribbling all over the court. Left wing 3 he takes, and it's an air ball, as that was right there a shot clock violation by Michigan State. They couldn't get it off in time, so Duke will get the inbound pass here off the Michigan State turnover. So a shot clock violation on the last play for the Spartans. 10:20 left to go before halftime. Duke with the ball now as they have it left wing perimeter. RJ puts it into the hands of Zion. Zion now left wing perimeter. Top of the key. Pass it to Cam Reddish. Back to the right wing with this is Trey Jones with the ball now. Jones with 10:05 left to go. Passes top of the key 3. RJ. Oh, knocks it down from the outside. Number 5 right there. 16-14. Michigan State's lead has been cut to 2. Spartans with the ball now. Duke on the defensive end. Under 10 left to go before halftime. 16-14, Michigan State with the ball. Hit those like buttons, guys. Down below, subscribe if you're new to my channel as well. Cassius Winston with it, top of the key. As he's guarded by Trey Jones. Gets around now. Winston trying to take it inside. Feeds it to his teammate. Down low, low post. Gets it back outside. Top of the key 3. Michigan State, no good. Rebounded by Cam Reddish at Duke. So Jaden asking me who won. Yes, it was Auburn that beat Kentucky in the last game. Auburn forced it into overtime, and they had enough to win it. As Auburn with Jared Harper, the leading scorer, 26 points for the Tigers and 24 points by Bryce Brown. Auburn beat Kentucky today, 77-71. So here we are back to action in this one. Make sure to bang those like buttons. Subscribe as well if you're new to my channel as well. Duke inside the low post. They lay it up and in. We're tied up at 16. RJ Barrett gets the 2 to go. 16 even right now. What a game. 3 ball outside. Dialing up. It goes down for Michigan State. 19-16. Trading buckets with 9 minutes left to go before halftime. 3-point lead by the Spartans. Make sure to hit those like buttons down below. Subscribe as well. Trey Jones. Too easy right there. Underneath the basket. Lays it up and in. And it's a 1-point game again. So just updated you guys with the score, 19-18 right now. There was a foul on the play. Michigan State, 2 fouls committed so far. Duke with 3 in the first half. If you haven't done so already, make sure to hit those like buttons. Subscribe as well. Looks like Jack White's checked into the game, number 41 for Duke. Zion checks out of the game. Going to look at that foul count for Zion. I think Zion just picked up his first foul of the game on the last play. Cam Reddish also checks off on the bench. Michigan State will get the inbound here. They put that ball into the hands of Cassius Winston. 1-point game at the moment. Hey, thank you so much, man, Jaden. I appreciate it. Winston passes right wing here to Matt McQuaid. Matt McQuaid passes right corner Winston. Winston floats it on top. No good. Offensive rebound, Xavier Tillman. Tillman double team trying to get it out. He does. Passes right wing perimeter. Michigan State with Goins with the ball. Passes left wing. Aaron Henry with it. Top of the key with Winston now with the ball for Michigan State. 8.5 left to go. Floats up the shot. Gets it to fall by Cassius Winston. Big Ten Player of the Year for a point guard. 21-18 right now. Michigan State with a lead. 8:15 left to go before halftime. Hit that like button if you haven't done so already. Subscribe to my channel. Duke with the ball. They pass it underneath to Delorier. A foul committed by Michigan State with 8:14 left to go. So I call play-by-play the March Madness games. I'll be doing the rest of the March Madness games, the 2 games in the Final Four and the National Championship game as well. So if you like basketball and college basketball, make sure to stay in the know with my play-by-play here, because this is how I inform people about play-by-play and everything. So here we are, back to action. As Duke will get the inbound here. They pass the top of the key to RJ Barrett. RJ Barrett dribbles left wing perimeter, passes left corner 3. Jack White, he airballs it. Jack White went 12 straight games without a 3-point shot. He missed 29 3-point shots in a row. Somehow he's in the lineup right now. Michigan State with the ball backing their way. Spin move inside. Nick Ward, no good. Couldn't finish to the hole. Rebounded by Trey Jones. Jones trying to drive inside, and Aaron Henry stripped them in the lane, so Duke will get the ball here back on the inbound. 21-18 is still the score. 7:43 left to go, guys. Before halftime, make sure to hit that like button down below. Subscribe if you're new to the channel as well. So currently we're on a TV timeout right now. Going to look at the leading scores for both of these teams. Matt McQuaid with 7 points, leading the way. 1 for 2 from the outside, shooting right now from Michigan State. Cassius Winston with 4. Xavier Tillman with 4. Nick Ward with 4. For Duke, the leading scorer right now for the Blue Devils, 7 points by RJ Barrett, 5 points by Zion Williamson, and 4 rebounds as well by Zion. For the last game against Virginia Tech, this is a crazy stat line right here. RJ Barrett had 18 points and 11 assists against Virginia Tech in the last game. So here we are, 21-18. When we get back to action, we'll have 7:43 left to go before halftime. Make sure to hit those like buttons down below. Subscribe if you're new to my channel as well. 3-point shooting has been the problem for both of these teams so far. Michigan State shooting the ball 1 for 6 from the outside. Duke is 1 for 7 at the moment as well. Duke winning the rebounding advantage, 13-12. For shooting from the field, Michigan State shooting 42% from the floor. That's the exact number as Duke. So both teams even on that factor as well. The turnovers have been killing Duke. That's why Michigan State's out in front by 3 right now. 5 turnovers by Duke, 2 turnovers by Michigan State. So here we are, guys. This is Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. I call play-by-play of March Madness games. So stay in the know with my channel throughout the rest of the tournament. Final Four, National Championship game. I'll have all those streams for you guys here on my channel. Currently on a commercial break. When we do get back to action, we'll have the score 21-18. Michigan State will be up by 3 points, and we'll have 7:43 left to go. So we are going to get back to action here momentarily. Michigan State with a 3-point lead, 21-18. Make sure to hit those like buttons down below. Subscribe as well. If you have any questions in the chat, make sure to let me know. You're welcome to let me know who you're rooting for as well. If you're a Michigan State Spartan fan, if you're a Duke fan, let me know in the chat as well. So here we are, guys. Both of these teams shooting an even 42% from the field right now. Duke out-rebounding Michigan State 13-12. It's the turnovers that's been the problem in this game for Duke. 5 turnovers. Michigan State's turned over the ball 2 times so far. So here we are, getting ready to go back to action. Points in the paint as well. Michigan State, 16 points in the paint. Duke with 14. Zion with 5 points, 4 rebounds. Matt McQuaid leading the way for the Spartans, 7 points, shooting 3 for 6 from the outside. So I call play-by-play of college basketball games, so stay in the know with my channel. This is Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. I'll be doing the rest of the March Madness games, Final Four National Championship games, every single college basketball game left in the March Madness tournament. There's only 3 of them after tonight's game finishes. But what a great game we have right now, 21-18, 7:43 left remaining. Duke will get the inbound pass. Here we go, guys. We're getting ready to go back to action. Duke will get the ball off the inbound. It's Trey Jones to pass it. He lobs it over the top of the key to Delorier. Delorier hands it off to RJ Barrett. Right wing perimeter, RJ. Jumper, right side baseline, knocks it down. A 1-point game right now off the RJ Barrett deep 2 from the right side baseline. 21-20. Duke's only down by 1. Michigan State with the ball. 7:25 left to go before halftime. Top of the key here with Cassius Winston. Winston passes it inside to Nick Ward. Nick Ward underneath the basket. He gets blocked. No foul called. Duke with the ball. Duke takes it past the timeline. RJ Barrett passes inside. Cam Reddish with a maneuver inside. They'll go to the line to shoot 2. So Cam Reddish back from that knee tendonitis injury. He'll shoot 2 here at the free throw line. He was held out of the last game against Virginia Tech because of that reason. 7:10 left to go before the half. 21-20 is the score. Michigan State up by 1. Duke has a chance to tie it here with Cam Reddish. First shot, and that one sails through into the net right there. Hit the top of the iron and went right into the net. 21 even. So we are tied as Cam Reddish will have a second opportunity here at the free throw line. And he makes sure that Duke takes the lead right back, 22-21. Michigan State with the ball. They take it past the timeline here with Cassius Winston. Hit those like buttons if you're new to my channel as well. Winston dribbles right wing perimeter here. Working on Deloria. He passes top of the key to Matt McQuaid. Matt McQuaid dribbling left wing, 3-point perimeter. 6:50 left to go before halftime. Dribbling left side baseline, feeds it. Jumper in the key. No good by Michigan State. Rebounded by Duke. 6:40 left to go. Duke with the ball, and they're up by 1. They take it past the timeline with Trey Jones. Jones passes right wing perimeter to R.J. Barrett. 6.5 left to go before halftime. Barrett, jumper in the key. No good. Offensive rebound, Zion. Zion puts it back up and in off the window. And a score for Duke right there. 24-21, they have the lead. Michigan State with the ball now. Winston passes it right wing perimeter here to Matt McQuaid. 6:10 left to go before halftime. Winston floats the shot. No good. Rebounded by Zion. 24-21. Zion with a big rebound. Duke with the ball. Duke has a right wing 3-point perimeter. Cam Reddish a 3. Knocks it down right there on a 9-0 run for the Blue Devils. 27-21. Duke getting hot at this very moment. 5:45 left to go before halftime. What a game with both of these teams right now. Michigan State top of the key with Cassius Winston. 9-0 run by Duke in the last minute and 50. Winston passes right wing to McQuaid. McQuaid now dribbling top of the key. Spin move. Tries to work it inside. Right side baseline here. McQuaid at the right corner perimeter. Step back 3. Matt McQuaid. No good. He airballed it. Rebounded by Cam Reddish. Under 5.5 left to go before halftime. Duke with the ball. They pass it off top of the key here. Trey Jones passes left wing perimeter. R.J. Barrett takes a 3. Knocks it down by R.J. Duke is on a 12-0 run. Silencing Tom Izzo's squad right now. 30-21. Wow, trading back-to-back 3-point shots. Cam Reddish, R.J. Barrett. When these guys are healthy, this is going to be a tough team to beat. And R.J. Barrett fakes out the defender. Takes the open 3-point shot from the outside. We got ourselves a ball game. 5:20 left to go. Duke is on a 12-0 run as this is Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. Make sure to bang those like buttons down below. Subscribe if you're new to my channel as well as I call play-by-play at college basketball games. Also, let me know in the chat who you're rooting for, if you're a Duke fan or a Michigan State fan. So here we are. 5:20 left to go. Commercial break. Duke is actually out rebounding Michigan State at this moment in the game. It's 18-12 on the rebounding edge going to Duke at the moment. So we're currently on a commercial break. Going to get back to action momentarily here. Duke with a 12-0 run in the last 2.5 minutes to put them on top 30-21 right now against Michigan State. For Matt McQuaid, he's the leading scorer for Michigan State. Has 7 points right now. 1 for 3 shooting from the outside. For Duke, the leading scorer happens to be R.J. Barrett. 12 points by R.J., 3 assists, and a rebound as well. Zion Williamson, 7 points right now. Second behind his roommate and teammate R.J. Barrett in scoring. Zion, 7.6 rebounds. Hit those like buttons if you're new to my channel as well. Share, subscribe as well if you're new, as I do play-by-play of college basketball action. We are on a TV timeout here. When we do get back to this game, we'll have 5 minutes. 20 seconds left to go before halftime. Duke has gone on a 12-0 run in the past 2.5 minutes to take the 30-21 lead against Michigan State. So let's see some of these team stats here. Both of these teams are having from the field. Duke is out rebounding Michigan State at the moment, 18-12. Shooting the ball from the field, Duke is 50% at the moment, 12 for 24. Michigan State is 10 for 28. That happens to only go for 36%. So we are currently on a commercial break. If you haven't heard yet, Auburn beat Kentucky today in overtime, as that game went final around like almost an hour ago, as Auburn won 77-71. As I call play-by-play of March Madness games, make sure to hit that like button to stay in the know with me. Subscribe and get the notification as well to know when I'll go back to action with the Final Four games. So here we are, guys, getting ready to go back momentarily here to Duke against Michigan State. When we do, Duke will have the 9-point lead with 5:20 left to go before halftime. It's been a shooting clinic the past few minutes by this guy, R.J. Barrett, who just hit a 3-point shot. He's 2 for 4 right now from the outside. Zion is 3 for 7 shooting. He's got 7 points for Duke at the moment. Let me know in the chat who you guys like as well, Michigan State or Duke. Texas Tech in the Final Four. That's who the winner of this game will play next. They'll play the Red Raiders of Texas Tech while Auburn plays Virginia in the Final Four. Here we go as we're getting ready to go back to action. 12 unanswered points in the past 2.5 minutes for Duke. 21-5 run in the last 6 minutes for Duke. Here we are back to action. Michigan State with the ball. They take it past the timeline with Cassius Winston. Winston now dribbling towards the edge of the logo. Trying to dribble right wing of that 3-point perimeter. Winston now trying to work his way inside. Floats it up over the top. No good. Rebounded by Delorier of Duke. Duke with a rebound off the Winston miss. They take it past the timeline with Trey Jones. 30-21 is the score. Duke up by 9. Under 5 left to play before halftime. Right wing, 3-point perimeter. RJ floats it up over the top to Zion. Tipped and stolen away by Michigan State. Bodies on the ground. Right there. It's Kenny Goins hit the hardwood as Zion fell right on top of him. Ouch, that had to hurt. You do not want that man to fall on top of you. A 6'7", 285-pound Zion Williamson falling right on top of Kenny Goins, who is 6'7", 230 pounds. Zion just committed his second foul, so they take him out of the game now. He's on the bench, sitting down. 30-21 to score. Michigan State with the ball. As we get back to action, the Spartans take it past the timeline here. Aaron Henry passes top of the key to Matt McQuaid. Or that Cassius Winston with the ball now. Winston trying to work his way inside, and he gets it. And he'll go to the line for the and one. As he got the layup to go, he got fouled as well. What a score right there for Cassius Winston, taking it into the lane for Michigan State. 30-23 right now. Cassius Winston on the season, an 85% free throw shooter, has a chance to cut Duke's lead to 6 here at the free throw line. We have 4:34 left to go before halftime. Make sure to hit that like button if you haven't done so already. Subscribe if you're new to my channel as well. Winston, no good. Missed that shot at the free throw line. Rebounded by Duke. 4.5 remaining before halftime. Duke with the ball. They take it past the timeline with Trey Jones. Jones here at the top of the key. Jones passes right wing, 3-point perimeter to R.J. Barrett. He passes top of the key to Laurier, back to the left wing to Trey Jones. 4:20 left to go, trying to dribble baseline. They pass it right corner 3, Jack White. Oh, he almost made it, rattled out though. Jack White missed the 3-point shot, rebounded by Michigan State here. Aaron Henry passes it, left wing 3 by Goins, no good, rebounded by Cam Reddish. 4 minutes left to go before halftime. Duke with the ball off the rebound by Cam. They take it past the timeline with Trey Jones. Jones hands it off to R.J. Barrett. Right wing perimeter back to the top of the key here with Cam Reddish. Reddish takes the deep 2. Open jumper. Hits the front rim short. Battle for the rebound. Michigan State has it. Spartans with the ball. Taking it past the timeline with Cassius Winston. 3:40 left to go before halftime. Top of the key here, Winston. Winston calling out the play with 3:35 left to go before halftime. Winston trying to work his way inside. And the key floats up a shot by Cassius. Knocks it down by Cassius Winston. Cutting the Duke lead to 5, 30-25 right now with 3:25 left to go before halftime. I'm going to update you guys with a chat here in the score. If you haven't done so already, make sure to hit those like buttons down below. Subscribe as well, as I call play-by-play the March Madness games throughout the rest of this tournament. Duke with a 5-point lead against Michigan State, currently on a TV timeout. Thank you so much for the like. I appreciate it. Trying to get this to 20+ likes on the night, so keep up the good work, guys. Duke with a 5-point lead, heading into a TV timeout right now, so we're going to get back to action here momentarily. Michigan State, the leading scorer, 8 points, Cassius Winston, 3 assists by Cassius. For Duke, the leading scorer, R.J. Barrett, 12 points, Zion Williamson, 7. Zion with 6 rebounds as well. He also picked up his second foul, though, so he checked out of the game. He's on the bench right now. That led to Michigan State to go on a 4-0 run when we just went to a TV timeout here. So looking to some of these team stats, Duke out-rebounding Michigan State during this TV timeout, 21-14 at the moment. As we look to the turnovers, Duke with 6 turnovers in this game, Michigan State with 2. If you're new to my channel, make sure to hit that like button down below. Subscribe as well. We just hit the 100 plus subscriber mark on Friday. I've been on YouTube for 2 months, so let's keep this thing going. We're almost at 110 right now. Let's keep this channel growing. Currently on a commercial break. What I do is I do play-by-play of college basketball games. I'll be back for the Final Four. Auburn against Virginia, and also the winner of this one I'll do versus Virginia against Texas Tech, and then I'll be back for the national title game on Monday, April 8th. Of course, the last game, Auburn took it into overtime. They beat Kentucky 77-71 in that one, as this is the final game of the Elite Eight. So here we are, guys. 3:25 left to go before halftime. Gonna go back into this game momentarily. Thank you guys so much for the like. Let's keep this channel growing. 10 plus likes or more here on this channel before this game ends. We're going to get back into that action momentarily. Michigan State and Duke, 5-point game here. We're currently on a TV timeout. So let's go over the box score here. So we're all on the same page of who's the leading scorers for both of these teams. R.J. Barrett, 12 points, leading the way for the Duke Blue Devils. Also has a block right now and 3 assists. He had that crazy stat line against Virginia Tech in the last game where he recorded 18 points in that game, 11 assists in that one. 23 points were scored by Zion against Virginia Tech. Zion right now has 7 and 6 rebounds. So getting closer to a double-double already before halftime for Zion. 6 rebounds, 7 points. As we got Corn NZ in the chat. What is up, man? Thank you so much for joining my channel. As he's a Duke fan, he's saying go Duke in this one. I'm feeling this game's going to be close. So scoring differential with Zion Williamson, Duke is a plus 11 in scoring. Without Zion on the court, he's a minus 6. He checked out of the game a few minutes ago because he did pick up his second foul, but he's back in the game right now. So here we are, guys, getting ready to go back to action. Duke with the ball off the inbound, as that one's into the hands of R.J. Barrett. Top of the key here for R.J. dribbling with the ball. Passes left corner to Trey Jones. Trey Jones passes top of the key to Cam Reddish. Back to the right wing with R.J. Barrett. With a supporting cast here for Duke, Cam Reddish, R.J. Barrett, Trey Jones, and Zion. They have only lost 1 game on the season when those 4 players are in the lineup. It was against Gonzaga back in November. Travel called by Duke, so Michigan State will get the ball back. We got Rogelio Robos. Don't know if I'm pronouncing this correct in the chat. He says Duke winning by 8. What is up, man? Thank you so much for joining me here in the chat. If you haven't done so already, make sure to hit that like button, guys, down below. Subscribe as well. Ball almost stolen by Duke. What an effort by Trey Jones. It went out of bounds, though, with 2:50 left to go. 30-25, still the score. He tried to steal that ball off of Aaron Henry right there from Michigan State, but he tried to go for it as it rolled out of bounds. Couldn't control it there. So here we are, guys, getting ready to go back to action. Michigan State will get the inbounds pass. They put the ball into the hands of Cassius Winston. Winston takes that ball past the timeline here from Michigan State. 2:40 left to go before halftime. 5-point game. Duke is up with a lead. Winston passes top of the key. They take the 3 by Tillman. Knocks it down from the outside right there by Michigan State, cutting the Duke lead to 2. 30-28 right here. What a great game so far with both of these teams. 2:25 left to go before halftime. If you're new to my channel, make sure to hit that like button down below. Subscribe as well. Zion back in the game off the bench. No good with a shot, but there's an offensive rebound. Delorier spin move in the paint. No good. Rebounded by Kenny Goins of Michigan State. Winston now with the ball. Burst of speed. Jumper at the left elbow. Knocks it down. We're tied up at 30. 30 between both of these teams. Cassius Winston with a big shot right there for Sparty. We are tied, guys. Duke with the ball. They're taking it past the timeline. Under 2 minutes left to go before halftime. Let me know in the chat who you like in this one. Got a couple of Duke fans in here. I think there was a whistle in the last play. So that's why CBS has cut to the highlights here. So whistle in the last play, tied up at 30. Duke will get the inbound with 1:53 left to go. They pass it off to Cam Reddish. We are tied up at 30 now. Reddish puts the ball into the hands of Trey Jones at the top of the key. I call play-by-play of college basketball games. We'll be doing the rest of the tournament here on Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. Trey Jones with the ball for Duke, top of the key with 1:38. with a jumper by Trey. No good at the free throw circle. Rebounded by Michigan State. 1.5 left to go before halftime. 1:25 left. Now Winston feeds the ball to Tillman. Back out to Matt McQuaid, right wing 3-point perimeter. 1:20 left to go before the half with McQuaid. Dribbling. Passes the ball, right elbow here. Nick Ward backing his way inside low post. Spin move underneath the basket. No good. Fight for the rebound. Who's got it? Cam Reddish does. 1:05 left to go. Duke with the ball. They take it past the timeline here with Trey Jones. Calling out the play with a minute even left to go. Jones, top of the key, passes right wing here to Cam Reddish. Feeds it to the right elbow to Zion. Passes left wing RJ. Back to the top of the key with Reddish. Back left wing RJ trying to take it inside. It's stolen. Stolen by Michigan State here as they have the ball. Winston trying to take it inside. Feeds it off to Tillman and he puts it up and into the hole. 32. Michigan State has the lead right now, 32-30. Xavier Tillman with a big shot right there in fast break transition. What a game. 11-0 run by Michigan State. This has been a game of runs. Duke had a 12-0 run before that. Zion inside the paint. Oh, we tried to pass that one to Trey Jones at the left wing perimeter. It got stolen away by Michigan State. 16 seconds left to go before halftime. The Spartans will have the last shot most likely before the half. Into the hands of Winston. Left wing perimeter with 8 seconds left before the half. Trying to go inside in the lane. Winston lays it up and in with 4 seconds left. Duke now with the ball. Oh, that is a turnover by Duke. The inbounds pass and Cam Reddish did not turn around. Zion passed it way too quickly. And Cam Reddish did not notice that the ball left Zion's hands and the ball went out of bounds. A miscommunication play there by the Blue Devils with 1 second left before the half. So Michigan State will have another chance to see if they can get a shot before the halftime horn. Cassius Winston laid it up and in with 4 seconds remaining on the last play. If you haven't done so already, bang those like buttons, guys. Subscribe if you're new to my channel as well. Michigan State, last play before halftime. Foul on the play on the inbound with 1.7 seconds remaining. So 1.7 seconds left before halftime. Michigan State's up 34-30. I just updated you guys with the score here. Michigan State with a four-point lead. Make sure to hit those like buttons. Subscribe if you're new to my channel as well, as I call play-by-play of college basketball games. Yeah, let's see the last play here since we're on the replay stoppage in time here. So Zion tried to pass to the Cam Reddish, and Cam just did not turn around. He didn't notice the ball. So they put 2.2 seconds back on the clock for Michigan State. So it was 1.7 seconds, but then they put 2.2 seconds back. So they'll have that to work with before the half. Michigan State on a 13-0 run in the last 4.5 minutes here. They also have the inbounds pass. They pass it, looking for somebody who's open. Pass it left wing perimeter here. Jumper at the horn. No good. From the outside by Kenny Goins, we're going to halftime. 4-point lead at the half by Michigan State. 34-30 is the score. At halftime, I'll update you guys with a box score. And we'll also look at the team stats. And also, we'll take a look at all the other games that happened so far in college basketball. If you haven't done so already, make sure to hit that like button down below. Subscribe as well if you're new to my channel as well. As I call play-by-play of March Madness games, I'll be streaming and doing play-by-play for the remainder of the tournament games. But here we are at halftime. Michigan State 34, Duke 30. So let's see what we got here at the half between both of these teams. If you're going for a halftime snack, feel free to join me back here on my channel for the second half as well. So leading the way for Michigan State, 12 points, 5 assists, and 3 steals, it would be Cassius Winston. Winston with 12 points, Matt McQuaid with 7, second on the team in scoring right now for Michigan State. For Duke, the leading scorer is 12 points with RJ Barrett. He also has 3 assists and 2 rebounds. Zion, 7 points right now at halftime. He has 4 turnovers, though. 4 turnovers by both of those guys, Zion and RJ right now at the half. 2 fouls committed by Zion as well. So in a little bit of foul trouble by Zion. But he has 7.6 rebounds, 1 assist, and a steal as well. So we're currently at halftime between both of these teams. Shooting percentage from the floor, it looks like that's Michigan State a tad better than Duke. 42% shooting by Michigan State, 41% by Duke. What else we have? 3-point shooting percentage. Actually, this one's going to Duke right now in this game. 3 for 10 from the outside. Michigan State is 2 for 10. at the moment. And let's see what else we got here since we're at the half. Rebound advantage goes to Duke at halftime. 23-16 so far. Duke with a rebounding advantage. +7 on the boards for the Blue Devils. It's the turnovers, guys. That's been giving Duke trouble right now. 10 turnovers in this game by the Blue Devils. Only 2 turnovers by Sparty. So right now, Duke has had trouble with the ball, turning it over, and that's why they've turned it over 8 more times to Michigan State in the first half. So they have to take control of the ball much better in the second half. Zion Williamson has more turnovers than the entire Michigan State team at halftime. That is a fact. RJ Barrett does as well. Both of those guys, RJ and Zion, have 8 out of the 10 turnovers at halftime for Duke. Only 2 turnovers at halftime for Michigan State. So that has been the key here to this game. That's why Michigan State is up by 4 points at halftime against Duke, 34-30. If you're new to my channel, make sure to hit that like button down below. Subscribe as well. We just went over the 100+ subscriber mark with the Duke versus Virginia Tech stream and LSU against Michigan State streams on Friday. So make sure to hit that subscriber mark. Almost up to 210 now. So if you haven't done so already, make sure to bang that sub button down below. Also hit that like button if you're new to my channel as well. Currently at halftime between both of these teams, we look to the other games that went on in college basketball. Today, Auburn beat Kentucky 71-70 as Auburn outscored Kentucky in OT 17-11. The Tigers were down early in this one, but they fought back, courtesy of 26 points by Jared Harper, 24 points by Bryce Brown, as it came down to free throw shooting, and that's where Auburn was really strong in that game. They shot the ball 18 for 24 from the free throw line. Kentucky was 12 for 21 from the free throw line in the game. So that was the key right there in that one. Auburn got the W, advancing to their first ever Final Four. Yeah, Michigan State was down by 9 points as well, and they came back and they went on a huge run to end the half, 14-0 run to end the half for Michigan State. They were down 30-21 at one point. But yeah, this is going to be a great game to the finish. If you're new to my channel, make sure to hit that like button down below, subscribe as well. So who am I going for? I've got Duke as well in my bracket. I had Duke all the way to the national championship game. I had North Carolina taking on them in the title game, but UNC already got eliminated. Auburn looks really, really strong right now. That would be one hell of a matchup if Auburn played Duke in the finals right there, because Auburn is such a fast-paced team. It's such a good team when it comes to running the full length of the court. They do it so fast. There's very, very few teams that do that. North Carolina is one of them. Gonzaga is another team that goes up the court pretty fast. But there's 2 really good players on Auburn to look out for, Bryce Brown and Jared Harper. Out of the 77 points today that Auburn had, I think what is that, 24 and 26 over here. So they had 50 out of the 77 points in that game today, Bryce Brown and Jared Harper for Auburn. But yeah, I've got this one a really close game. This could be the game of the year. If you thought that Virginia Tech versus Duke was a good one, or UCF versus Duke, or the Duke versus Louisville 23-point comeback game, this one right here, I've got this tabbed as game of the year. This is going to be insane, hopefully, with like under 5 minutes left to play in this game. It's going to be close throughout. That's how this whole game has been throughout. All this hype from Michigan State against Duke, and it's looked like this way in the first half. It's been the game of runs, that's for sure. 14-0 run from Michigan State to end the half. Duke went on a 14-0 run. I think they went on like a 21-5 run at one point. That's where they got up 30-21. But now Duke has stopped at that 30-point mark, and Michigan State has scored 34. But if you're a Duke fan, don't worry about that. Duke's been down so many times this season at halftime, and of course they find out and figure out a way to win. Just like the last game against Virginia Tech, they were losing at halftime against Virginia Tech. They were also, I think, back in January during one of their games, they were down at halftime by 2 points against Boston College, and they crushed them by like 20 or something. So Never count out Duke. Never count out Duke when they're down by 23 points with 9 minutes remaining, like the game against Louisville. That was the Louisville collapse, basically, because they played in the first round against Minnesota, and I had them in my bracket as a 7 seed beating Minnesota, and they couldn't even win that game. But yeah, crazy week of Elite 8 basketball. Every single one of these games has been close. I'm going to go over what happened in Elite 8 so far in basketball. Texas Tech to their first ever Final Four. They beat Gonzaga 75-69. What a game for Texas Tech. The number 2 overall defense, allowing the fewest points, second in defense, allowing fewest points allowed this season. So Texas Tech, Jarrett Culver, top 15 draft pick over here for the Red Raiders, led the way with 19 points against the Zags for Jarrett Culver, 17 points by Matt Mooney, and 12 points by the Italian Davide Moretti. So Texas Tech got the W on Saturday against Gonzaga. And the second game on Saturday, that was one hell of a game. Purdue against Virginia. It looked like Purdue was going to win the game, but Virginia with a steal, and they floated up the pass, and they barely got the shot off at the buzzer to force overtime. And OT, Virginia won it all, 80-75 against Purdue. Congrats to the Carson Edwards, averaging 34 points in 4 games in the tournament. Carson Edwards scored 42 points against Virginia, but it wasn't enough. He scored 42 points against Villanova in the second round. He scored 26 points against Old Dominion in the first round, and I think it was the game against Tennessee as well. He scored 29 points, but fantastic tournament by the junior Carson Edwards. I believe he's not entering the draft either. I think he's going to be back next year, but he set an all-time NCAA tournament record. Carson Edwards of Purdue did with the most 3-point shots converted from the floor. We got Midwest Sports back in the chat. What is up, man? Midwest Sports, thank you so much for joining me back here on Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. Hey, Midwest Sports, feel free to stream this game as well. Your live reactions as well, if you like. We got a pretty good game so far here at halftime between both of these teams, Michigan State and Duke. It's been the game of runs so far. But yeah, Carson Edwards of Purdue set a college basketball NCAA tournament record last night. He drained 28 3-point shots in 4 games in a tournament record. So that was the record for Purdue last night. Also, I think it was, I'm looking here, Purdue, it was, yeah, as a team in the tournament, Purdue recorded 54 3-point shots in this year's tournament. That's the second most in March Madness tournament history in the first 4 games, behind Loyola Marymount, who drained 56 3-point shots back in 1990. So that's a really interesting stat of a fact right there by Purdue. But they couldn't beat Virginia last night. They were so close in that game, but at the very end, Virginia with a buzzer beater to send it into OT. Great game here at halftime, though. So, yeah, Auburn against Kentucky. That one took place as well earlier today. Auburn with a win, 77-71. As it was those two players. They scored 50 out of the 77 points. Bryce Brown and Jared Harper. Bryce Brown with 24, Jared Harper with 26 for Auburn, and they got the victory against Kentucky. That game came down to free throw shooting. That is for sure, and that's what killed Kentucky in that game. Shooting the ball 57% from the free throw line compared to Auburn, who shot the ball at 75% from the free throw line. That was the killer for Kentucky today, was the free throws. Also the steals for Auburn. They stole the ball 10 times today. They're a top 5 team in steals in the nation in college basketball. For Kentucky, they turned over the ball 14 times in that game. Auburn managed to turn it over only 9 times. So that was the big key in that one. But here we go, guys. Michigan State against Duke. Should be a great second half with both of these squads here. As Michigan State, we look to see what they do well in the season. Michigan State ranks 2nd in the nation with 19 assists per game. They're also 5th in college basketball with just about 5 blocks per game. But the number 1 blocking team in the nation, that is the Duke Blue Devils. As they are the number 1 team in blocks. this season for Duke. Duke's only managed to score below 70 points only twice this season. The first time they managed to score below 70 points was against Texas Tech, where they beat them back on December 20th, 69-58. Whoever wins this game will take on Texas Tech in the next matchup. So whoever wins this one will take on Texas Tech in the Final Four. Duke did play Texas Tech back on December 20th, won that game 69-58. The other game was that they were only held to 66 points against Georgia Tech, but still won that game 66-53. So those are the two games that Duke has been held under 70 points throughout the season. This is what Duke does well this year. Second in the nation behind their rival North Carolina in rebounds per game, just below 42 rebounds per game for Duke. They average around 9 steals per game, which ranks third in college basketball. They rank 8th in college basketball in points scored per game, 83.5 points scored per game right now for Duke. But this is the Achilles heel of this team. They rank last in the ACC in three-point shooting percentage, shooting the ball at 30% from the floor, from the outside. That ranks towards the very bottom of college basketball as well for Duke, as that's around the 340 mark. But, yeah, they've scored over 70 points in 35 out of their 37 games they played in this season. If you're new to my channel, make sure to hit that like button down below. Subscribe, as well as I call play-by-play of college basketball games. So the winner of Duke versus Michigan State will take on Texas Tech on Saturday. I'll cover that game for you guys on the stream. And also Virginia takes on Auburn on Saturday. All March Madness games from here on out, I'll be doing play-by-play for. Currently at halftime between both of these teams, 34-30 is the score. This is going to be one of those games grinded out. Every bucket matters, basically. If we're looking at the free throw line, Michigan State has been killed so far by how they're shooting the ball at the free throw line. 0 for 3 right now for the Spartans at the charity stripe. Duke is shooting 3 for 4 right now at the free throw line. The rebounds as well goes to Duke. They're a +7 up on the boards at the moment, 23-16. Ooh. So we're going to get back to action here momentarily. Duke against Michigan State here at halftime. 34-30 right now. Duke out-rebounding Michigan State 23-16 on the boards. It's the turnovers that's killing Duke in this first half. 10 turnovers by Duke, only 2 by Michigan State. Zion Williamson has had more turnovers than the entire Michigan State team in that first half. That is a fact. 4 turnovers in that first half by Zion. 4 turnovers by R.J. Barrett. 10 turnovers by Duke as a whole team in the first half. Only 2 turnovers in the first half by Michigan State. Going to get back to action here momentarily. If you're new to my channel, hit the like button down below. Subscribe as well, as I call play-by-play on March Madness games throughout the rest of the tournament. Make sure to interact with me in the chat as well if you guys would like. 3-point shooting, the numbers look like this. From the outside, Duke shooting the ball 3 for 10 from 3-point range. Michigan State 2 for 10 right now. So both of the teams attempting 10 3-point shots. Duke converting 3 of them. Michigan State converting 2. So this is the last game before the Final Four. The winner here takes on Texas Tech. If Duke has to take on Texas Tech, they've already played them before this year in non-conference play. Back on December 20th, Duke beat Texas Tech 69-58. Michigan State or Duke. That's what it'll come down to in the second half in this one before we move on to the Final Four. Auburn takes on Virginia in the Final Four. Will we have 2 ACC teams make it to the Final Four? Or will we have a Big Ten team in there? We have an SEC team, a Big 12 team, and an ACC team. Will we have a mix of all conferences with the Big 10 included, or will we have two teams from the ACC? So Duke's already took on Virginia Tech this season. So if they do play in the Final Four, Duke did beat Duke did beat Texas Tech back on December 20th, 69-58. So Duke has already played Texas Tech. They're familiar with that team. They played them back in non-conference play in late December. But here we are. We're almost ready to get back to action here momentarily. Michigan State going up against Duke. If you haven't done so already, make sure to hit that like button down below. Subscribe as well. Second half here. Elite 8 action with two elite programs. Coach Krzyzewski for the Duke Blue Devils. That is Coach K, the all-time most winningest coach in college basketball, going at it against Tom Izzo. 34-30. So CBS is just going to take another commercial break, and then we'll be right back at it. So right now we're currently on a commercial break, almost getting ready for the second half here. Just updating you guys here. RJ Barrett leading the way, 12 points at halftime for the Duke Blue Devils. Also 2 rebounds by RJ. Wondering about Zion? Well, Zion has 7 points right now and 6 rebounds for the Duke Blue Devils at halftime. Going to get ready for the second half here momentarily. The leading scorer for Michigan State is Cassius Winston. He has 12 points right now and 5 assists for Spartans. Also, Xavier Tillman with 9 points right now for Michigan State. 7 points by Matt McQuaid. So if you haven't done so already, make sure to hit that like button down below. Subscribe as well as I call play-by-play of college basketball games in the March Madness tournament. 3 more streams after this one for the March Madness tournament. And then I'll be doing NBA live streams. I'll also be doing highlight reels of the best college basketball comebacks of the year from 2019. So I'll be video editing some clips. Hopefully after the national championship stream, I'll have that up for you guys. But right now, we are getting ready to go back momentarily to Michigan State versus Duke here to start off the second half. What has been the problem for Duke in the first half has been the turnovers. 10 turnovers by the Blue Devils in the first half. Only 2 by Michigan State, as that's why Michigan State's been able to pull out in front before halftime. So right now, 34-30 at the half. Duke was up 30-21, but Michigan State used a 14-0 run into an advantage to end the half. We also got Dreadful Utopia, also known as the Sports Boy, back on my channel. What is up, man? Thank you so much for joining me back here on the channel. Should be a great second half between Duke and Michigan State. Also, check out the Sports Boy on YouTube. He does trick shots on YouTube, which is pretty cool. Young talent all over the map here online. So check out the Sports Boy on YouTube. Also, he's got the name Dreadful Utopia here in the chat. Yeah, I've got Duke as well. I've got this a really close game. Like, if you thought that Duke versus Virginia Tech was good, or if you thought that Duke versus UCF was good, think twice about this one. I think this game will be 10 times better. So, yeah, I kind of thought that Dreadful Utopia was like your gaming channel here, and your Sports Boy is the Sports Boy is your sports channel. But, yeah, I got that. But here we are, guys, getting ready to go back to the second half here. Got over 100 subs on my channel on Friday, so that's awesome. Let's keep this channel growing. 110 plus is what I'm aiming for by the end of tonight, hopefully. But let's see what goes on here. Oh, wow, so your dad is Michigan State winning it all. Man. Yeah, we'll see here. I think it's going to be a fight to the finish, basically. I think it's going to be really, really close. I'm looking at the scores of the past 2 Duke games here. They beat UCF 77-76. They beat Virginia Tech 75-73. 77 points against UCF, 75 points against Virginia Tech. How about we throw a 73 in there for Duke on this one and say, I'm predicting 73-72 will be the final score. Duke wins it by 1. That's what I'm predicting in this one. 15 points off turnovers in the first half for Michigan State. Only 3 points off of turnovers by Duke in that first half. Duke has to take control of the ball a lot better. They turned it over 10 times before the half. Michigan State only turned it over twice. Zion Williamson has more turnovers than the entire Michigan State team combined right now. Zion had 4 turnovers heading into halftime. Here we go, guys. Hit those like buttons. Subscribe to my channel. We got 20 minutes on the board. Here we go. Michigan State and Duke, and we're back to action here. Ball goes into the hands of Aaron Henry and Michigan State. Michigan State with it first. Lob pass over the top. Alley-oop jam, Michigan State. Just like that, and the Spartans start out on fire once again. 36-30 right now. 19:40 left to go remaining in this game. Duke now with the ball at the top of the key. And they missed that three-point shot, rebounded by Michigan State. Oh, yeah, I saw Carson Edwards got 42 points last night in the game against Virginia, but it wasn't enough. Michigan State just missed the three-point shot, rebounded by Duke. Hey, no problem. Thank you so much, man, for joining me back here. An air ball by Duke. Offensive putback goes up and in off the glass by Zion. 36-32. What a game between both of these teams. We are back to second half action. 19 minutes left to go before this one is over. Duke is down currently by 4. 36-32 at the moment. Michigan State with the ball at the top of the key. Winston dribbling right wing perimeter. Passes left wing. Trying to dribble inside. And oh, what a block from behind by Zion. But they got the offensive rebound and the foul called with 18:49 left to go. So Michigan State will be shooting 2 here at the free throw line. Still the same score at the moment. 36-32 right now. Wow. Oh, my goodness. Zion had a duck on that last play, so he didn't hit his head on the backboard. That's how high he jumped on the last one. Xavier Tillman at the free throw line. First shot, no good by Michigan State. Xavier Tillman on the season for the Spartans is a 73% free throw shooter. Just missed his first one. Spartans up by 4 right now, 36-32. Second shot at the free throw line, knocks that one down. They have that 5-point lead, 37-32, 18:45 left to go. Duke with the inbound here. They take it past the timeline with Trey Jones. Jones passes left wing perimeter to Cam Reddish. Cam Reddish looking for the open man here with 18.5 left to go. Whoa, he just ran over Matt McQuaid right there, but I thought McQuaid took the charge. Instead, the ball went out of bounds on McQuaid. Tom Izzo not too happy about that one. So Duke will get the inbound here. 18:33 left to go. RJ passes it top of the key to Trey Jones. Trey Jones passes left wing to RJ. RJ trying to make a move at the top of the key here. He has the ball, passes right wing. Cam Reddish back to the right corner perimeter. Takes the 3 ball. Jones, no good. Offensive rebound, Zion. Put back, no good. Underneath the basket. Oh, the strength of Zion Williamson. Put back and one. Oh, my goodness. What an athlete. That's why he's the overall #1 projected NBA draft pick. 37-34 right here. The big fella wrestling that ball out of green jersey's hands and banking it home a second time off the backboard. That's what Zion can do for you. 37-34. Go to the free throw line here with 18:16 left to go to shoot 1. No, missed that one. Hit the front rim short. Rebounded by Matt McQuaid of Michigan State. What a play, though, by Zion to wrestle out that rebound to get that ball and put it off the glass. Michigan State with the ball. Up by 3. 37-34. 18 minutes left to go. Trying to make a move inside the key. Oh, what a slam with authority right there by Xavier Tillman. Brings down the house, and Michigan State's up by 5 once again. 39-34. Hit those like buttons if you haven't already. Subscribe as well to my channel as I call play-by-play of March Madness games. Duke now trying to go inside, and a foul committed by Michigan State with 17:46 left to go. So if you're just joining us, Michigan State with a 5-point lead, 39-34 against Duke with 17:46 left to go. Duke was just fouled. Let's see if they'll go to the free throw line and shoot some shots. Yes, they will. This is Zion once again back at the free throw line for the Blue Devils. Zion will shoot 2 here at the line. First shot by Zion. Knocks that one down right there. 39-35 is the score. 4-point game. Zion will go back to the free throw line to shoot a second one. Second shot by Zion, and no good. That one did not go. Rebounded by Michigan State. Nick Ward get the rebound on that play. 4-point game. Michigan State with the ball left corner perimeter. They feed it inside. An open bucket right there by Kenny Goins, making it going right there. 41-35. Michigan State up by 2. So they're the first team to 40 at the moment. 17-20 left to go. Duke now with the ball. Down by 6. They have it top of the key with Delorier. No, that's number 20. That is Bolden. Marquis Bolden into the game. Delorier is 12. That is a 3-point shot from the outside by Duke right there. Left corner drains at 41-38. 17 minutes even left to go. 3-point game. Kenny Goins, left wing perimeter. Passes top of the key here. Matt McQuaid. McQuaid at the free throw circle. Stolen away. RJ with a steal. He takes it past the timeline. They'll set up the offense here for the Blue Devils. 16:50 left to go. He passes it top of the key to Trey Jones. 41-38 right now. Duke with a lead. They have the ball inside. Zion, too strong. Lays it up and in off the window. 1-point lead right now. Duke cutting that Michigan State lead. 16.5 left to go. 41-40 is the score. Zion with 17 points. 10 of those in the first half. We're not even 4 minutes. 10 of those in the second half. We're not even 4 minutes into the second half here. Michigan State in the key. They float up the shot. Hits the rim short. No foul called. Rebounded by Duke. Duke takes it past the timeline. RJ passes. Left corner. Trying to dribble inside. Trey Jones. Oh, reverse hand layup goes down by Trey. They take back the lead. Duke with a 42-41 lead. Michigan State, 16 minutes left to go. Inside low post jumper. Nick Ward bangs it home. We got ourselves a ball game. 15:55 remaining. Back and forth action. Michigan State just picked up the lead once again. 43-42. 4 lead changes, 4 ties. A 3-ball from the outside. No good by Zion. Rebounded by Michigan State. Spartans up by 1. 43-42. We have 15:30 left to go. Winston with the ball. Right wing perimeter. Passes. Right baseline. Nick Ward trying to back his way. Guarded by Zion. Ward over the top. No good. Rebounded by Zion. 15:25 remaining. Duke with the ball off the rebound. Trey Jones takes it past the timeline here. 15:20 left to go. Jones, top of the key. Calling the play here for Jones. 29 rebounds for Duke. 21 by Michigan State. He passes it. Right wing perimeter. Barrett trying to go inside, and RJ gets fouled. He'll go to the free throw line to shoot 2. If you're new to my channel, make sure to hit that like button down below. Subscribe, as well as I call play-by-play of March Madness games here. 15:12 left to go. Currently on a TV timeout. Michigan State is up by 1, 43-42. So let's see here. Going to update you guys with the leading scores for both of these teams. Zion Williamson coming out on fire, guys. 10 points in not even 4 minutes into the second half for Zion. 17 points by Zion right now. RJ Barrett with 12. Zion at a double-double right now. 17 points, 10 rebounds. 12 points by RJ, 3 assists, and 3 steals. For Michigan State, the leading scorer looks like this. It's a tie between Xavier Tillman and Cassius Winston at 12 points. Currently for Michigan State. For the team stats, Duke is out rebounding Michigan State on the boards. +7 by Duke at the moment, 29-22. Also, let's see what else we got. Michigan State with 3 turnovers. Duke with 10 so far. So Duke has not turned over the ball in the second half. Make sure to hit those like buttons down below. Subscribe if you're new to my channel as well. Let's get this to over 10+ likes on this video right here. And also 110 subs as well. With my 2 months on YouTube, I call play-by-play of March Madness action. I'll be doing both of the Final Four matchups and also the national title game on Monday, April 8th. So we're going to get back into action here momentarily here with both of these teams. It's a 1-point game. It's a great game between both of these squads right now. Michigan State 43, Duke 42. And we'll have 15-12 left to go when we do get back to action. I believe Duke will be shooting 2 at the free throw line as well. I think it's RJ who got fouled on the last play. So hit those like buttons if you haven't done so already. Subscribe if you're new to my channel as well. I call play-by-play of March Madness action. So this is Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. Still on commercial break. Zion with 17. He has 10 of those, 10 out of the 17 points in the second half, in those first 4 minutes of the second half, basically. So here we go, guys. Getting ready to go back to action. Let's see Zion on the last replay working on Nick Ward. Zion banks it home off the window up and in. He was working on that one. Nick Ward on the last basket from Michigan State. Couldn't get that one to fall. Zion got the rebound as that one rolled around the ring right there. What a matchup between Zion and Nick Ward. Sometimes it's a matchup between Zion and Kenny Goins. Sometimes it's Nick Ward. How about this graphic, guys? Zion, 10 points in the second half. Michigan State as a whole team, 9 points in the second half. Oh, those two are pumped up right now, Zion and RJ. Right now, 15-12 left to go. Hold your horses, folks. RJ Barrett's at the free throw line. Shooting 2. First shot at the free throw line. RJ knocks it down. We are tied up at 43. 15-12 left to go in this one. RJ will shoot his second one here at the free throw line for Duke. And he's perfect on both of them. Knocks that one down as well. 44-43. Duke takes back the lead. Michigan State with the ball. They take it past the timeline with Cassius Winston. Winston passes it right wing perimeter. Nick Ward back into the hands of Kenny Goins. Goins passes right wing Winston. Winston trying to take it inside. He's at the right elbow. Dribbles back towards the right corner of the three-point perimeter. Now dribbles towards the right wing. Winston now, top of the key here. 14:50 left to go. Winston makes his move inside. Too strong on the layup. Battle for the rebound. Zion adds another one. What a game for Zion as it comes to the rebounding category. 11 rebounds by Zion. RJ trying to dribble inside to get stripped of the ball. Michigan State with a steal. Aaron Henry has it. Passes top of the key with Matt McQuaid. 14.5 left to go. Michigan State with the ball. Left wing, three-point perimeter. Matt McQuaid hands it off to Cassius Winston. Winston dribbling with that ball. He has the top of the key here. Winston trying to take it inside. Passes it back. Right corner perimeter. Aaron Henry in the key. Floats up the shot. And it goes down for number 11. Big shot right there by Aaron Henry. Michigan State takes back the lead. 45-44. 14:05 left to go in this one. Duke now with the ball. They take it past the timeline. Top of the key, Cam Reddish. Cam Reddish passes right corner. Three-point perimeter. Trey Jones back to the top of the key here. RJ Barrett. Barrett now in the key. Floats up the shot. Banks it home by RJ for 2 more. 46-45. Duke with a lead at the moment. 13:40 left to go in this one. Michigan State with the ball top of the key. They have it into the hands of Matt McQuaid. McQuaid dribbling with it. Passes left wing perimeter. Tillman back into the hands of Winston. Winston takes the 3-ball left wing. Knocks it down. Automatic from the outside by Cassius. 48-46. Michigan State back out on top. This game just keeps on trading leads, guys. What a game between both of these teams. Duke now backing. Low post spin move. Zion stripped to the ball. Turnover by Zion. Michigan State with a steal. They take it past the timeline with Winston. Winston now at the free throw circle. Passes right wing 3 from the outside. Aaron Henry. No good. Offensive putback. Nick Ward couldn't finish. Duke with a rebound. 13 minutes left to go. Michigan State out in front. 48-46. Duke with the ball. They take it past the timeline. Bang those like buttons. Subscribe as well if you're new to my channel. Trey Jones takes it past the timeline for Duke. Passes left elbow to Cam Reddish. Back to Jones at the top of the key. Trey Jones now dribbling. 12:40 left to go. 10 on the shot clock for Jones. Passes to RJ. RJ moving inside. Jumper in the key for RJ. No good. Rebounded by Aaron Henry. And Aaron Henry tried to go for the rebound. Ball got tipped out of bounds. Duke retains it. Wow. Let's see here on the play here. Aaron Henry brought it to his body, and Zion came out of nowhere and tipped it out of Henry's hands. That's what happened. And they said that Henry had it. So here we are, back to action. 48-46. 2-point game. Duke with the ball now with 12:25 left to go. Right wing perimeter, Cam Reddish. Reddish takes the 3. Oh, nails it. From the outside, draining shots left and right here. 49-48. Duke with a 1-point lead. 12:05 left to go in action of this one. Michigan State with the ball. Right wing, three-point perimeter. They have it. They put it left wing here. Catches Winston. Winston dribbling baseline. Deep two. No good. Oh, Zion snags that rebound. Over the top right there by Zion. 11:50 left to go. Trey Jones with the ball in his hands at the top of the key here for the Blue Devils. 17 points, 12 rebounds by Zion in this one. Right wing, three-point perimeter. RJ. RJ passes left corner three. Zion. Zion knocks it down from the outside. Oh, what a beauty of a three-point shot by the big man. The freak of the athlete. Drains down the three-point shot from the outside. 11.5 left to go before this one is over. 52-48, 13 points in the second half here by Zion. Michigan State with the ball. They take it past the timeline. Top of the key. Cashes Winston. Dribble, step back, free throw circle, jumper, no good. Offensive rebound, Kenny Goins. Puts it back into the hands of Winston. Winston nails the three. Oh, what a game with both of these teams. 52-51, 11 even left to go. Hit that like button down below. Subscribe as well. The game of the year, hopefully, if we finish up this way. Cam Reddish, step back three from outside. No good. Hits the top of the iron. Nick Ward, the big body, pulls that one down. Number 44, Michigan State with a rebound. They take it past the timeline with Cassius Winston. Winston, step back elbow. Deep two. No good. RJ Barrett gets the rebound. Duke with the ball now. They take it past the timeline. 10:35 left to go. And a timeout called on the court. Going to update you guys with a score here in the chat. Duke 52, Michigan State 51. This is Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. Make sure to hit that like button, guys, on my videos. Subscribe if you're new to my channel, as well as I call play-by-play of March Madness games. What a game here between both of these squads. 10:36 left to go, guys. We got ourselves a ball game here. So Duke with that 1-point lead going into commercial break at the moment. 10:36 left to go. So we'll be back to action. Michigan State will get the inbound when we do get back to action. Let's look at the shooting percentages at the moment. Duke shooting the ball 46% from the field. Michigan State shooting at 41% currently in this one. But the rebounds going a +7 on the boards right now for Duke. 33-26 going in Duke's favor at the moment. As we look to other stuff, 12 turnovers by the Blue Devils, 4 turnovers by Michigan State. So this is Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. I do play-by-play on March Madness games. We're currently on a commercial break. Duke with a 1-point lead in a very close game between both of these squads right now. Michigan State is down by 1, 52-51. What a game between both of these squads. Currently on this commercial break. 10:36 remaining when we do get back to action. Make sure to hit that like button down below. Subscribe if you're new to my channel as well. Oh, yeah, the sports boy back in here in the chat. Yeah, bro, this game is crazy. Agreed for sure. We are just trading points off the board right here. Lead change after lead change. Both of these teams cannot get even with one another, as it's been either like a 1-point game going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And I cannot wait to that final horn. Will we see our first buzzer beater of the tournament that ends the game? Possibly. With this one, this game has been absolutely crazy right now, but we're on a commercial break at the moment. 10:36 left to go when we do get back to action. Duke has the 1-point lead, 52-51 against Michigan State, and we will be back to action after CBS with this commercial break. So here we are, guys. Make sure to hit those like buttons down below. Subscribe as well if you're new to my channel. Let's get this to 10+ likes on this stream right here. 110 subs as well if you like on my channel. Just hit the 100 subscriber mark on Friday. Let's keep that thing moving on. Let's keep this channel growing. And here we are, almost back to action in one insane college basketball game between both of these teams. That is for sure. One good college basketball game for both of these teams on the commercial break right now. We're going to get ready to go back to action here in any moment from now, as I do play-by-play a college basketball game. This is Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. Feel free to hit that like button down below. Subscribe if you're new to my channel, as well as I call play-by-play. So here we go, guys. 52 Duke, 51 Michigan State. Gonna get ready to go back to action with 10:36 left to go. Yeah, we got ourselves to the 10 like button. Thank you so much. Let's keep it growing. Let's get this to 20 plus likes on the night on this channel. Let's keep this channel growing. Going to get more hopefully towards the end of this game. Here we go. Back to action. Duke with an inbound as they put that ball into the hands of Trey Jones at the top of the key. G-Boy Lev saying go Duke in this one. This is going to be one hell of a game. Lob pass over the top to Zion. Zion couldn't control it though. Tipped up in the air by Michigan State. Zion fell down. Winston has it at the top of the key here off the steal by Michigan State. Winston dribbles back towards that March Madness logo. Michigan State down by 1, 10-10 left to go. Winston with the ball, passes inside. Oh, in the lane. What a jam by Xavier Tillman. Oh my goodness, he's throwing down the rack of the house right there. 53-52, the lead changes in this one have been insane. Under the halfway point in this game, under 10 left to go. We have 9:50 remaining. Duke inside low post, put back, Delorier. 2 points right there for Duke. They take back the lead. 54-53. What a game between both of these teams right now. Winston with the ball, dribbling left wing, 3-point perimeter. Winston still dribbling, bumps into Delorier, no foul, 9.5 remaining. Top of the key here. Goins passes left wing here. Aaron Henry. Henry back left wing. Winston, 9 on the shot clock for Cassius. Cassius trying to take this inside. Floater in the key. Oh, what a block right there. Insane block by Delorier of Duke. RJ in the lane, too strong off the backboard. Offensive rebound, Delorier put back up and in by Duke. Oh, man. What a game with both of these teams right now. 56-53 the score. 9 minutes even left to play. What a block by Javin Delorier. Michigan State with the ball. Right wing, 3-point perimeter. Goins puts it into the hands of Cassius Winston. Top of the key here for Winston. Winston dribbles left wing perimeter into the hands of Tillman. Back to Winston. Winston moving inside. Puts it back outside. They pass it to Goins. Goins, deep three, right wing. Oh, he knocks it down. We are tied up at 56. What a stroke from outside right there as he got that ball to go by Kenny Goins. 8.5 remaining. This is as good of a battle as it can get here in a college basketball game. 56 even. RJ trying to go inside. It was blocked. And he tried to put it back into his teammates' hands. Tipped up into the air. Tillman gets the ball back. Michigan State with a nice shot fake. Matt McQuaid finishes to the hole. Oh my goodness. The layup heard around the world. Right there. Matt McQuaid off balance. Got it to go. Reverse-handed layup for 2 by Matty Boy. 8 minutes even. 58-56. Duke no good on the shot. Rebounded by Michigan State as it was tipped up in the air. Spartans with the ball. Henry fed it inside to Tillman. Oh, nice. I think that was blocked from behind right there by Zion. Duke gets the ball back. 7:45 remaining. 2-point game. Duke with the ball. Top of the key here. Trey Jones. Jones slowing down tempo. 7:40 left remaining. 2-point game. This is going to be a fight to the finish. He passes left wing perimeter. Cam Reddish with the ball. Reddish still dribbling. 7:25 left to go. 7 on the shot clock. He passes. Deep three. Zion. No good by Zion. Fight for the rebound. Out of bounds by Duke. It'll go back to Michigan State with 7:23 left remaining. If you're new to my channel, hit that like button down below, guys. Subscribe as well as I call play-by-play on March Madness action. So stay in the know throughout the rest of the March Madness tournament with me. Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. What a game. Shot for the ages right there. Off balance, reverse hand layup. Goes in by Matt McQuaid. Taking the Michigan lead right back. We're heading into a TV timeout right here. 56-58. Or 58-56 right now. What a game between both of these squads. Gonna get back to action here momentarily on my channel. Insane game with both of these teams. Looking at the box score. Leading the way for Duke, Zion Williamson, 20 points, 12 rebounds. Double-double for him. 16 points by RJ Barrett. And I think that's, 5 assists by RJ and also 5 rebounds as well. So, great game by those guys. Javin Delorier, 3 blocks. Zion has 2 at the moment. Currently on a TV timeout. Going to get you guys back to action here momentarily. Thank you guys so much for the likes. Got 11 likes here. Let's get it to 20 plus on this video. Hopefully. If you're new to the channel, make sure to hit that like button down below. Subscribe as well. I call play-by-play the March Madness games. We're currently on a TV timeout. When we do get back to action, Michigan State will have a 2-point lead, 58-56. against Duke. What a game between both of these teams at the moment here. This is just absolutely insanity. Going back and forth, basically throughout this entire game. This is incredible. Oh, yeah. Midwest Sports saying it right now. This is a crazy game between both of these squads at the moment. Yeah, this is crazy between both of these squads here. We also have somebody streaming the game right now. We're like 290 people watching it as well. So I'm interested to see if YouTube takes them down with copyrights or so. Because he's got like 300 people now watching his stream. So interested to see if this kid can keep up his stream or not. But here we are, guys. This is a crazy game. Michigan State 58, Duke 56, and we have 7:23 remaining when we do get back to action here. If you haven't done so already, make sure to bang every single one of those like buttons or subscribe buttons if you haven't done so already to stay in the know with my channel throughout the entire March Madness tournament. I call play-by-play of college basketball games. Here we are with a 2-point lead by Michigan State on a TV timeout currently by CBS. And what a game between both of these squads. Zion Williamson leading the way for Duke. 20 points right now, 12 rebounds. Double-double for Zion. RJ Barrett, his roommate, teammate, right behind him. 16 points by RJ. 5 assists, 6 rebounds. Here we go, guys. Gonna get ready to go back to action here any moment from now. Here we go, guys. Gonna get ready to go back to action. This is Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. Michigan State will get the inbound pass here with 7:23 left to go. In this one, Matt McQuaid for the shot for the ages as he laid it up and in, as that was an off-balance layup on the last basket for Michigan State. They'll get the inbound here. They put the ball into the hands of Cassius Winston. Winston dribbles past that March Madness logo here, and he puts that ball into the hands of his teammate. Aaron Henry puts it into the hands of McQuaid. Passes left wing to Winston. Winston with the ball. 7:10 left to go. Top of the key with McQuaid. Passes right elbow here to Tillman. Tillman now trying to back his way inside the low post. And Nikiti floats up the shot. And no good. Strong rebound by Zion right there. Under 7 left to play. 2-point lead by Michigan State. Duke with the ball. Trey Jones takes it past the timeline here. Jones, top of the key. Passes right wing perimeter to RJ Barrett. Barrett dribbling towards that top of the key, floats that back out to Cam Reddish. Reddish back to Barrett. Thought about taking a 3-point shot, lobs it inside to Zion. Zion, spin move, and banks that one home. Up and in by Zion. We're tied up at 58. 58, 6.5 remaining. Winston with the ball here for Michigan State. He puts it into the hands of Matt McQuaid. Make sure to hit that like button, guys, down below. Subscribe if you're new to my channel as well. Going to update you guys with the latest score in this one. We are 58 apiece here. Let's get this 20+ likes on this video. Winston with the ball, top of the key from Michigan State. Puts it to McQuaid. Oh, bad pass off the fingertips right there of Xavier Tillman, and they're going the other way. Duke with a steal. Left corner 3. No good by Reddish. Rebounded by McQuaid of Michigan State. 6 minutes, guys. 6 minutes left in this game. Tied up at 58. Michigan State with the ball off the rebound. Winston takes it past the timeline. Left wing, 3-point perimeter. Winston dribbling. Now at the right wing of that 3-point perimeter. Pass it. Top of the key 3. Kenny Goins. Oh, what a block right there by Zion. Foul called on the play, though, with 5:45 left to go. Oh, my goodness. Zion with a huge block right there on Kenny Goins. Timeout on the court. 58 apiece, 5:45 left to go. If you haven't done so already, make sure to hit that like button. Subscribe if you're new to my channel as well. I call play-by-play of college basketball action. This is Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. What a game between both of these squads right now. Currently on a commercial break. We'll be back momentarily here to my channel. This is insane. What an insane game at the moment between both of these squads. So currently on the commercial break, going to get back to action. Huge block by Zion on the last play, as this is Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. I do play-by-play of college basketball games. Look at these stats right here. Zion with 22 points, 13 rebounds right now for the Blue Devils. And also, Javin Delorier has 10 rebounds as well. He has 8 points, so 2 more points for Javin. He'll have a double-double. RJ Barrett, 16 points at the moment, and he has a steal as well, 6 assists as well by RJ, and 6 rebounds. Hit those like buttons, guys, down below. Subscribe to my channel as well, as I call play-by-play on March Madness games. Oh, man, this is going to be a fight to the finish here. 58 apiece. We have 5:45 remaining for Michigan State. The leading scores look like this. 18 points, Cassius Winston. 8 assists as well by Winston. 14 points by Xavier Tillman and 9 rebounds. Just one more rebound by Xavier Tillman. He has himself a double-double day. Kenny Goins, 7 points for him for the Spartans. So, going to get back to action here momentarily with both of these teams currently on a TV timeout by CBS. When we do, we'll have this whole entire game tied up at 58. The winner of this one will take on Texas Tech in the Final Four. Texas Tech and Duke have played each other before this season. Duke beat Texas Tech earlier this year. The score was 69-58. That was back on December 20th. If Duke advances here, they'll play Texas Tech a second time in the Final Four. Auburn will take on Virginia in another matchup. The winner of those 2 games plays in the national championship on Monday, April 8th. I'll have all those streams for you guys. Both of the Final Four games and the national championship game on April 8th. Here we are, getting ready to go back to action. Michigan State and Duke in a matter of seconds from now. Oh, my goodness. What a game between both of these squads here. Final Four bound. Well, went to Texas Tech. They beat Gonzaga last night, and then Virginia forced it into overtime against Purdue, as Virginia won that game as well. And then the last game, Auburn beating Kentucky. First time this season they beat Kentucky out of 3 times they've played them. So Auburn cashing their ticket to the Final Four for the first time ever. Here we are, guys, getting ready to go back to action. The winner of this one takes on Texas Tech on Saturday. I'll have that stream for you guys and Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube, calling play-by-play throughout the rest of the tournament games. Here we go, guys. 5:45 remaining. And we got ourselves an inbound coming up. Duke getting the ball back here on the inbound. They take it past the timeline with Trey Jones. Back to action. 5:35 left. They pass it right wing 3-point perimeter to RJ Barrett. RJ dribbling at the free throw circle. Lob pass inside. Miscommunication to Delorier. A turnover. Ooh. Oh, maybe there was a tripping foul on the play. We'll see what the refs rule here. I thought it was a turnover. Might have been tipped out of bounds, though, by Michigan State. So we're tied up at 58 apiece. 5:31 left to go. What a classic game between both of these teams. Yeah, it was a turnover by Duke. Just miscommunication on the pass. It went too wide inside, so the ball will go back to the Spartans here. 58 apiece, 5:31 remaining. Michigan State will get the ball here back in the inbound. They do burst the speed. Matt McQuaid takes it past that timeline. McQuaid dribbles right wing perimeter to Aaron Henry. Henry looking for somebody who's open, puts that ball into the hands of Winston. Winston at the top of the key here. Dribbling now, right wing 3-point perimeter, Winston. Winston at the right elbow. Winston passes to Tillman now. Tillman spin move inside underneath the basket. And 3-second call. Xavier Tillman was open to take that shot. He should have took that shot underneath the basket instead. 3-second call happens. It'll be a turnover as it goes back to Duke. We're still tied up at 58. We have 5 minutes even left to go in this one. Duke with the ball now. Right wing 3-point perimeter. RJ Barrett. Barrett now dribbles. Top of the key here now. Makes his way inside. Floats up the shot. RJ. Air ball gets fouled. He'll go to the line to shoot 2. Aaron Henry committed a foul for Michigan State on the play. We are 58 apiece here with 4:53 left remaining. So RJ Barrett shooting 2 at the free throw line here for the Blue Devils. On the season, RJ is a 66% free throw shooter. First shot at the free throw line by Barrett. No good. Missed that one. Duke is 6 for 10 right now from the free throw line. Michigan State is 1 for 5 today. Second shot by RJ. Knocks that down. 1-point lead. 59-58. Duke with a 1-point lead. Michigan State with the ball. They take it past the timeline. Cassius Winston has it. Top of the key here. Winston passes right wing perimeter to Matt McQuaid. McQuaid guarded by Barrett. McQuaid dribbles top of the key, passes left wing perimeter here. Has it to Winston. Down by 1, the Spartans have the ball. 4.5 left to go. Winston now trying to take it inside, floats up the shot. Oh, it rolls in right into the net right there, off the rim, and it's good. 60-59, Michigan State has a 1-point lead off the shot by Cassius Winston. 4:20 left to go in this one. Duke with the ball off the inbound. They pass it right wing of the 3-point perimeter. What a game stolen away by Michigan State. Hit those like buttons, guys. Subscribe as well to my channel. Oh, in transition, postal rising dunk right there by Xavier Tillman. Number 23 of Michigan State off the fast break. 62-59 the score right now. And it'll go to the line for the and one as well. Let's see here off the steal and just jamming it down with authority is number 23, Xavier Tillman, working on Delorier of Duke, and Delorier got called for the blocking foul. Insane game with both of these teams. Make sure to bang those like buttons, guys. Subscribe as well to my channel as well. 4:07 left to go at the free throw line from Michigan State. 4-point game by the Spartans, 63-59. Duke with the inbound here with 4 minutes even left to go. They take it past the timeline. This is Trey Jones at the top of the key. Jones passes it inside underneath the basket here for Duke. Banks it home by Delorier. Cuts the Michigan State lead to 2, 63-61. Michigan State is up by 2, 3:40 remaining in this one. Michigan State with the ball. They have it, top of the key. Dribbling, contact there. Cassius Winston was able to get it off. They pass it. Right wing perimeter, Henry. Oh, miscommunication on the exchange. Let's see, I think it's a turnover by Michigan State. 3:32 left to go, and it is indeed a turnover, a mental lapse there, as Aaron Henry tried to hand it off to his teammate right at the edge of the baseline, and they had no clue who was going to take that ball, and the ball rolled out of bounds. So we're on another commercial break at the moment. When we do get back, we'll have 3:32 left to play. Michigan State has a 2-point lead. Bang those like buttons down below. Subscribe as well to my channel. This is Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. I call play-by-play of college basketball games. So right now we're on the TV timeout. Michigan State up by 2, 63-61. When we do get back, we'll have around 3:32 remaining in this one. Looking at the leading scores here, the leading scorer for the Duke Blue Devils, Zion Williamson, 22 points right now, leading the way, and 13 rebounds. He has himself a double-double game. Javin Delorier for Duke as well. He has himself a double-double, 10 points, 10 rebounds. And R.J. Barrett, 17 points for the Duke Blue Devils. Here we are, guys. TV timeout. Gonna get back to action here momentarily. 2-point game, 3:32 left to play. For the Michigan State Spartans, leading scorer, Cassius Winston, 20 points, 9 assists right now for Cassius. Make sure to bang those like buttons down below. Subscribe if you're new to my channel as well, as I call play-by-play of college basketball action. Let me know in the chat as well who you like in this one, Duke or Michigan State. This is going to be a fight to the finish. The winner here takes on the Texas Tech Red Raiders in the Final Four. Yep, Xavier Tillman, 17 points as I was looking at the stats here. So Cassius Winston with 20 for Michigan State. Xavier Tillman with 17. 9 points by Matt McQuaid. So that's what the numbers are looking at so far in this one. If it comes down to free throws, Duke's been doing a pretty good job at the charity stripe here. 7 for 11 from free throw range for the Duke Blue Devils. Michigan State is 2 for 6. Also, the rebounding advantage. That goes to a plus 10 on the boards by Duke, out-rebounding Michigan State 39-29 at the moment. But the turnovers, that's not helped Duke at all in this game. They've turned over the ball 16 times. Michigan State has turned it over 7 times. So here we go, guys. Going to get back to action here after this commercial break. Almost there. We're going to see who pulls off the W, moves on to the Final Four in this one, and plays against Texas Tech. Zion with 22 points, 9 for 18 shooting from the field, and also 13 rebounds. Duke playing close games throughout the entire March Madness tournament, basically. A close one that they got the W against Central Florida. The close one in the last game on Friday night against Virginia Tech. Do they have another one to win the game by 1 or 2 points in this one? Possibly a shot at the buzzer. We'll see. It comes down to Cassius Winston versus Zion Williamson. And here we are, guys, getting ready to go back to action momentarily. The last play was a miscommunication on an exchange pass on a handoff by 2 Michigan State players, and the ball went out of bounds. So the ball will go back to Duke here. Here we are, guys, back to action. 3.5 left to go. Duke with the ball. They take it past the timeline with Trey Jones. They dribble to the right side of the three-point arc. Oh, it's stolen away. They try to feed that ball inside of Zion. Michigan State with a steal. They pass it right wing perimeter. Kenny Goins at the right side baseline. Goins. Oh, no, almost stolen by Duke, but Goins gets it back. Michigan State with the ball. They have it top of the key with Cassius Winston. And it looks like, let's see, did they call a timeout here? 3:08 left to go. The whistle just blew on the court. Michigan State is up at the moment, 63-61. Gonna update you guys here with a score in the chat. 2-point game. 3:08 left to go. We did have a whistle in the last play, so we're stopped here momentarily. Not that many fouls in the second half for both of these teams. Duke has committed only 2 fouls in the second half. Michigan State with 5. Make sure to hit those like buttons down below. Subscribe if you're new to my channel, as well as I call play-by-play of college basketball games. That is the score, 63-61. Let's see on the replay here what was the problem as the clock stopped here. Yeah, the clock was stopped at 3:11 for a bit. So we have 3:08 left to go. The refs are sorting this one out at the review stand. What happened here? So that's what we're looking at, as there's a stoppage in time here. Okay, guys, here we go. Getting back to action. Matt McQuaid with an inbound pass. Michigan State with the ball. 3:05 left to go. Michigan State up by 2, 63-61. They also have the ball into the hands of Cassius Winston. Top of the key here, Winston. Winston trying to go inside the key. Floats up the shot. Oh, what a block by Duke, but Michigan State gets it back. Right wing 3 from outside. Oh, it rattled down. No good by Kenny Goins. Rebounded by Zion. Duke with the ball now. 2:45 remaining. Duke is down by 2, 63-61. Trey Jones takes it past the timeline. They have it right wing 3-point perimeter. RJ Barrett dribbles towards the top of the key here. RJ trying to go inside, pass it back outside. Zion, spin move, right side baseline, back out to RJ. RJ 3, nails it down by RJ Barrett. Duke with a lead once again, 64-63. What a game between both of these teams. 2:26 left to go, and whistles blow on the court for a timeout called. Make sure to hit that like button, guys. Subscribe as well to my channel, as I call play-by-play of March Madness games throughout the season. What a game here. It's going to come down to the wire. The last second shot. Who you've got? Duke, Michigan State, college basketball Elite 8 at its finest with 2 of the elite programs. Yep. So we got Mojada09 in the chat right now saying, what a game. Oh, yeah, what a game for sure. If you thought that Purdue versus Virginia was good, check out this one. If you thought that Auburn versus Kentucky was good, think twice about this one. If you thought Central Florida against Duke was good, or Virginia Tech against Duke, this one could possibly be even better. This one is buzzer beater written all over this one. And we got 2:26 remaining. If you're new to my channel, make sure to hit that like button down below. Subscribe as well, as I call play-by-play on March Madness games. I'll be back for the Final Four doing play-by-play of both of those games. The winner takes on Texas Tech, and then I'll be back as well doing the national title game on Monday, April 8th. Here we go, guys. 2:25 left to go. Michigan State with an inbound. They are down by 1. Duke with a lead, 64-63. Michigan State with the ball. They take it past the timeline. Left wing perimeter, Cassius Winston. And the whistle is blown on the court with 2:18 left. So whistle is just blown on the court, 64-63 to score. Duke just picked up their 3rd foul as a team. We have 2:15 left to go in this one. Michigan State with the ball top of the key. Winston passes right wing perimeter to Henry. Aaron Henry trying to dribble right side baseline, trying to work his way inside, floats up the shot, and hits the rim short. Fight for the rebound. Delorier has it for Duke. Double team, though. He does hand it off to Trey Jones. Under 2 minutes left to go. Duke has a 1-point lead, and they have the ball, 64-63. Trey Jones takes a pass the timeline, passes right wing perimeter to RJ Barrett. Barrett now at the top of the key here for Duke. Passes right wing Zion, dribbles, and now Zion trying to make his way inside. Banks it home for the #1 NBA draft pick, Zion Williamson, with 2 more points on the board for Duke. 66-63. 1:33 left to go. This game has gone down to the wire, folks. 7-0 run for Duke. Just updated you guys with a score. Look at this on a replay. They're saying Zion Williamson blowing past Kenny Goins into the lane. Boom! Bangs that one right off the backboard, up and in. And Duke has the 3-point lead. Timeout on the court. Commercial break. I'm going to get you guys back into action in a few minutes from now. This is Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. Make sure to hit those like buttons down below. Subscribe as well to my channel as I call play-by-play of March Madness games. Here we go, guys. Going over the box score stats since we're on the commercial break. Zion, 24 points, 14 rebounds right now for Duke. RJ Barrett, his teammate, roommate, right behind him, 20 points for RJ. 10 points by Javin DeLaurier and 11 rebounds by Javin as well for Michigan State. The leading scorers look like this. 20 points by Cassius Winston. 17 points by Xavier Tillman. What a game for both of these teams right here. As this one is going to go down to the wire. Michigan State will get the ball back on the inbound when we do get back to action after the television timeout. Here we go, guys. Let me know in the chat who you like, Michigan State or Duke. Interact with me. Give me a like. Also, subscribe to my channel as well, as I do play-by-play and live reactions on Behind the Arc Basketball. Let's go. Next high up on the court, Duke will have the possession arrow. We have 1:33 left to go. Michigan State will get the inbound pass. Here we are getting ready to go back to action on my channel. I call play-by-play of college basketball games. Here we go, guys, for a shot at the Final Four to play against Texas Tech and Jarrett Culver. Michigan State will get the inbound. They are down by 3 with 1:33 remaining. Back to action. Here we are. Cassius Winston with the ball for Michigan State. We have 1:30 even on the clock. Michigan State with the ball. Winston, left wing perimeter. He has it. Winston dribbling. Guarded by Trey Jones. Dribbling now at the free throw circle. Spin move inside. Floats up the shot. Short. Offensive rebound. Gets home into the bucket right there by Michigan State. 1-point game. Duke is up by 1, 66-65. We have a minute left to go even in this game, basically. Top of the key here, RJ Barrett. Passes right wing Zion. Under a minute left to play now. 58 seconds remaining. Zion puts it into the hands of RJ Barrett. Hit those like buttons, guys. Subscribe to my channel. Trying to take it inside. RJ, no good. Fight for the rebound. Michigan State has it. What a game. 45 seconds remaining. Michigan State down by 1. They have the ball. Timeout call by Tom Izzo with 43.6 seconds remaining. Michigan State has 1 timeout left. After this, it's a 1-point game, guys. Hit those like buttons, subscribe as well if you're new to my channel as well. I call play-by-play of college basketball games, so stay in the know throughout the rest of the March Madness season with me. I'll have the 2 Final Four games and also the national title game on Monday, April 8th. So make sure to bang those like buttons. Subscribe to my channel. This is Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. So right here, we're currently on a commercial break. When we do get back to action, Michigan State will have the ball after the timeout. This is one insane game between both of these squads. All the hype for Zion Williamson going up against Cassius Winston, and this is how it turns out. This is incredible. It has buzzer beater written all over it. But here we are, guys, getting ready to go back to action. Michigan State gets the ball off the inbound. Here we are, back to action. 40 seconds left. Winston with the ball, passes. Right elbow to Tillman. Tillman passes left wing 3. They take it going. Kenny Goins hits the 3. Michigan State has the lead, 68-66. Duke with the ball now, 25 seconds remaining. What a game. Duke with the ball, down by 2. Left wing perimeter. Trey Jones with it. 68 Michigan State, 66 Duke. Left wing Zion with the ball with 15 seconds remaining. Zion dribbling, passes, top of the key 3. RJ hits the rim short. Battle for the rebound. Who has it? Oh, bodies collide. That is a big call, and they're rolling it Michigan State ball. They might reverse this. The refs are going to, this is a huge call, and the refs are going to look at it. 68-66, 8.4 seconds remaining. Cam Reddish trying to get that ball. Looked like it was off Matt McQuaid's hands and out of bounds. Let's see on a replay here. Went out of the corner of the perimeter at the baseline. Yes, it looked like it touched Matt McQuaid's hands last. So Duke should get the, yeah, it was off Matt McQuaid's elbow. Duke should get the ball back. Get those like buttons on here. Subscribe as well to my channel. I call play-by-play of college basketball games. Currently, the refs are looking at this one. It looked like it was off Matt McQuaid's left elbow. So Duke should get the inbound pass with 8.4 seconds remaining. This is crazy. 3 games in a row for Duke like this. Duke UCF, Duke Virginia Tech. Do we have another one in store right here for us? 68 Michigan State, 66 Duke. This is going to come down to possibly a buzzer beater in this one to go to the Final Four to play against Texas Tech. What a game between both of these teams. This is insane. Hit those like buttons if you haven't done so already. Subscribe if you're new to my channel as well. I call play-by-play of March Madness action. Let's see here on the replay. RJ Barrett on the three-point shot from the top of the key. Hit the rim short, and there was a battle for it between Cam Reddish at the right corner of the three-point perimeter and Matt McQuaid. And the ball went out of bounds. It looked like it hit Matt McQuaid's elbow. So when we get back to action, we'll have 8.4 seconds remaining. As we have Mo Jada09 in the chat. He's saying, go Duke for this one. Duke getting so lucky here in the past 2 games, beating UCF by 2, beating Virginia Tech by 2. Do they have another one in the tank to make it 3 in a row for the Blue Devils and take on Texas Tech next Saturday? What a game between both of these teams. Hit those like buttons. Subscribe as well to my channel if you're new, as I call play-by-play on March Madness games. Duke should get the inbound pass with 8.4 seconds remaining in this one. The refs are talking this over, but yeah, it looked like it hit Matt McQuaid's elbow. So what a game between both of these teams. 8.4 seconds remaining. The ball did hit Matt McQuaid's elbow, I think. So Duke should get the inbound here. If you haven't done so already, hit those like buttons. Subscribe as well to my channel. Gonna get back to action here. Let me know in the chat who you're rooting for, along with Mo Jada. He says, let's go Duke. Let me know who you're rooting for, Michigan State or Duke. Let's go. This is going to be insane. Buzzer beater, possibly. We're going to see first ever buzzer beater of the tournament that makes a game go final, possibly here. Duke will get the inbound. 8.4 seconds remaining. Here we go, guys. We're almost ready to get back to action. Duke with no timeouts. Michigan State with 1 timeout. Will Tom Izzo use the timeout? Duke will inbound this from the right corner, right underneath their basket. We'll see if they can tie this thing up. Trey Jones will be the passer here on the inbound pass. He'll have to find somebody. Alex O'Connell is in the game, number 15 for Duke. So here we go. Jones passes to RJ. RJ trying to take inside. 5 seconds remaining. No! Oh! Foul called. RJ Barrett going to the free throw line to shoot 2. Wasn't sure at first if the foul was called, but the refs did blow the whistle. RJ Barrett will be shooting 2 here at the free throw line with 5.2 seconds remaining. Does number 5 have a vintage moment in him to tie up this game? Or the last game, he was the one at the free throw line. Does Zion come back and help out his roommate and get the offensive board and get the winner right there? First shot at the free throw line. Ooh, that was a miss right there by Duke. No good by RJ, 68-66. So he might have to miss this one on purpose here. 5.2 seconds remaining. He's going to have to miss it on purpose. That was a miss because they only have 3 fouls. Purpose miss. Oh, it went in when he tried to purposely miss it. 68-67. Duke fouls with 4.7 seconds remaining. He was trying to miss it, and it went off the top of the iron. And this is not good for Duke here. 68-67. 4.7 seconds remaining. Duke only has 4 fouls charged by them, so they need a steal, basically. They need a steal with 4.7 seconds left. Hit those like buttons if you haven't done so already. Subscribe to my channel if you're new, as well as I call play-by-play of March Madness games throughout the entire tournament. Here we are. Michigan State will get the inbound. They are up by 1, 68-67. Duke needs to either follow or steal this ball away. Tillman will be the inbound passer here for Michigan State. They need somebody's open. They pass it to Winston. Winston runs away with it. And this looks like it's going to be the ball game. That is it. Michigan State wins it. What a game. Unreal. Right there on that outlet pass to Cassius Winston, who they left all alone. Michigan State will take on Texas Tech in the Final Four. The journey of Zion has concluded. That has been a wrap of his career at Duke. Unreal. Michigan State pulls out the victory 68-67. What a game here with both of these teams. Hit those like buttons before you go. Subscribe to my channel as well. I call play-by-play of college basketball game. Total heartbreak for the Blue Devils right there. They had a chance and just total heartbreak. Not good for Duke at all. This was the year, too. So much talent on the court, and they couldn't get it done tonight. Michigan State, the team that gets progressively better week in and week out, has won this game. The team that lost twice to Indiana this season has won it. North Carolina is out. Duke is now out. We got ourselves a Final Four of random teams stacked together for the first time ever, basically. So Gerard in here saying, didn't I tell you, do not believe the hype on Duke. We're the best team in the damn nation. Let's go Michigan State. So Michigan State takes on the number 2 defensive team in all of college basketball, Texas Tech, who has never been to a national championship game. Of course, Michigan State has been to a bunch of those as well. Michigan State, most likely the favorite out of everybody right now here in the tournament. As we got Virginia on the other side with Auburn, but what a story Auburn has been as well this season. This has been, what a crazy game with both of these squads right here. Make sure before you go to hit that like button, subscribe as well if you're new to my channel. Heartbreak for Duke. Zion scored 24 points, had 14 rebounds, but it wasn't enough in this one as the Michigan State Spartans got it done. And that was a key free throw missed by R.J. Barrett, and he had to purposely miss the second one, which he went too strong on, and instead it went off the top of the rim and in, and that really kind of dampened Duke's day right there. That was it for the game because Duke only had 3 fouls committed on them as a team. They weren't even in the bonus yet. And that was basically it. So Michigan State to the Final Four to take on Texas Tech. I'll have that stream for you guys next Saturday. Also, Auburn playing against Virginia next Saturday as well. And then I'll have the national championship game on Monday, April 8th. Tom Izzo's squad moving on to the Final Four, beating the number 1 overall seed in the tournament. This has been another presentation of Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. Before you go, make sure to hit those like buttons. Subscribe to my channel as well. Thank you guys so much. Have a nice night, everybody. Michigan State with a shocker, the 1-point win as it came down to the final seconds.